ally Gaivok and Malik, i.e. the Shadow Lords. His group has been ambushed in Isik after they tracked a bunch of cultists that plane shifted here. We explain our situation to Milo, and then we've just forced the Shadow Lord to return to the Shadowfell. He agreed to join up with us for the time being. We decided to fast pace, getting Orkard and his troops back to the keep. We were attacked by a bunch of ghouls and a bone construct on our way. Nico did some ass kicking, and Gustav definitely showed what he could do with those guys. We then reached the market, got the hobgoblins to the keep and to the smithy. One of them's a smith. We talked to the hobgoblin smith, took him down to the underground place in order for him to see the gear that we needed him to repair so that we could drain the water out. And we went to the library. Schroeder's been spending her time learning about a spell that can prevent teleportation or planar shift so that Shadow Lords can't escape us when we're kicking their ass again. And we're trying to figure out what to do. I believe Schroeder did actually discover a spell that would require us to lay a trap in an enclosed space to do it, though. Milo thought the Shadow Lord had been imprisoned. He didn't know about Malik. We realized that we might not be able to kill them completely. We might have to imprison both of them. If we were to somehow kill them here in Gaia, they would reform in the Shadowfell. We've been talking about what to do. And so one option is unflooding the tunnels and maybe try to surprise attack Malik to disrupt any rituals he might be doing. Or we try to bait him with the dagger in a protected area and bring him to a trap that we set. If we do manage to banish them from Gaia, we don't know how long it'll be before they come back.
Yeah, and I think we were discussing what to do next when we left off. So, because there's a bunch of hidden places still in the map where you are, I'm not going to reveal it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't think anyone's going to be exploring that area right now. So I'll just keep you on this map. But you are in the library. It's, as I said, a bit later in the day.
We brought a hobgoblin smith to the room with a mechanism for unflooding the tunnel, and he's going to work on the cog.
Yes, that's right.
So we brought him back. We brought him back up there, right? I think the plan was to pick up Schroeder and Dija, and then go back with the hobgoblin, the smith.
Yeah, and I believe Schroeder kind of showed the Smith what the part looked like, and
Yes.
The Smith was sort of nodding, and he said he'd have to make I think it was like a cast or something, but he could forge it given a day. So he would need at least probably the rest of the day to work on that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think we wanted to go back to the keep because there was a talk about Balfire visiting Zana for the night.
Yeah, did we want to do a day of downtime here while he was working on the cog? I think there was also what was his name? Milo had mentioned that his people were trapped, taken prisoner by some of the agents of the Shadow Lord, the cultists.
Yes, and that was a question that Balfire wanted to bring to Xana to know if she knew where they were, I think. So we were kind of waiting for the dusk.
We know where they are.
Yeah.
We were going to ask her for information about the makeup of the people there.
Oh, okay. We know where they are? Where are they?
They're in the chapel.
Oh, in the chapel. Okay.
They are here. They're not the other church in town, not the cathedral, the small one.
This one here. Okay, got it. Oh, there's another one here.
Yeah, so that's where at least last Milo saw, which I think wasn't it this morning? I don't think Rest has gone yet.
No,
yeah, it was this morning.
It's been a few hours, but last Milo had seen they were there because Milo, if I remember right, he told you he had left to look for help because he knew he couldn't do anything on his own.
Yeah,
because it was a larger group. So
Yeah, because it
Mm,
took us by surprise, and there were more of us, so I wouldn't be able to do it myself.
Hmm.
I
So
so we're taking a long rest no matter what. We wait for Belfire to get some information from Dana, and then we'll decide what we do in the morning. Is that the plan?
So did I learn a new spell, or is this something a little different?
you had learned of a ritual you could do to set up an area to prevent movement within. I believe. I don't think it is. I was looking for like a dimensional anchor spell, and I don't know if one exists.
Yeah, yeah. There is two spells. There is one that is called Forbiddance, and then there's another spell that is called. Oh, now I can't have. I forget the spell. Let me find it because this is something that actually I use quite a bit in my campaigns.
I think
Uh,
I think forbiddance only keeps people from coming in, not from going out.
yeah. So private sanctum prevents teleport. I think forbiddance. Yes, forbiddance prevent people from going in. I think private sanctum is the one that prevents teleporting in and out.
All right, so it would probably be something more like the private sanctum. One is artificer. Let's see. All right. So basically, the thing that you had researched was a sort of ritual that was like forbiddance, but it would cost 1,000 gold pieces worth of components to set up, kind of like forbiddance. It
I thought
wouldn't be.
Forbiddance was the one that doesn't allow teleportation in.
Yes, but you had researched a ritual that also prevents it from going out. So kind of like
Okay.
a combination of Forbiddance and Mordenkin's Private Sanctum. But it would cost 1,000 gold pieces, and it couldn't do as big of an area. It would probably be like a 50 square foot area or something, not a 4,000. Let's see. Sorry, give me a moment. Yeah, like not a 50 square foot, but like a 50 by 50 foot room, something like that. That range.
500 square foot.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
So not
That
the.
would be 250.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, 250. So it's not the largest area, but it's something you could set up if you had a room or some kind of small area that you could get them in.
I might have to pick up Private Sanctum.
Yeah.
Yeah, although the private sanctum I think is
Not a very high level. It's a first level abjuration.
Yeah,
And
and it is Wizard.
yeah.
okay. So yeah, that would be what you have for now. So what is it you want to do?
So so there's a few things if we try to get Malek to be interested by the dagger. First, we need to know how we give him the information about the dagger. And second, we need to make sure our card is okay with that. And third, we need to kind of find the best place to have him, to bring him there. So that's quite. I mean, I'm not sure how to do any of that.
I might offer a suggestion. As I mentioned, several of my compatriots are currently imprisoned. They are possibly more knowledgeable about what's going on than I am. They are native born of the Shadowfell, after all. So there is a slight possibility that there's that we could get information from them, assuming that they live till we rescue them, of course.
Okay, yeah, and
Good argument.
if they would help us to fight the others, yeah, absolutely. Then, sorry, Wildfire, you were saying?
I'm agreeing that's a good argument for going to do the rescue sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So we long rest. We go at the chapel tomorrow morning, and you talk to Xana during the night to see what she can tell us about that location.
yep.
Is that the plan?
Absolutely.
All right.
The sooner the better, but I understand that that last fight was quite draining.
Certainly was. All right. So we'll just do a watch. Like I'm probably taking one of the for the first watch. There's 3 watch, right?
So one
During the
thing
night.
I should probably let you know, Milo, is that the cultists are known to have strange dark rituals they sometimes use on prisoners. So it is a risk to leave them overnight in the imprisonment of these people. As you don't know
So
if they'll
what
still
about?
be alive tomorrow. I don't know if you want to fight for that or not, but that would be something you would know.
Okay, so just how bad off is everybody right now?
I'm fine. I could fight.
I've got a
um,
single spell slot of 5th level and then nothing above 2nd.
Yeah, very much the same for me.
I have a couple spell slots, but it's more the fact that I am in a fair bit of pain. Um,
You could just short rest that away, but
I could short rest some of it away.
it's just
Yeah.
they're very concerning. I mean, the fact that they took some of my people alive is cause enough for worry, but the longer they're in their captive, the less chance there is that we'll actually find them.
So
So
we're can I
as you're talking real quick, Chiron would say, if you have the ability, perhaps spying on them, seeing the condition of your allies could be helpful.
I could send
Sneak in there and
Dija.
take a look.
He says, I could probably use a scrying spell, as I am familiar with the chapel, as long as they haven't blocked the ability to do so.
Well,
That's even better. Go for it.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
and if it doesn't work, then they're probably up to something.
So
Yep.
Chiron would nod, closing his eyes for a moment as they begin to glow with a white light. You see him kind of wiggling his fingers as he casts some sort of spell. Shrug or counter spells.
Nah.
Alright, so yeah, he finishes his spell and he's looking as his eyes are glowing, and he would say, it seems they have several members within the main chapel area. I see. It looks like Shadar Kai being kept within some sort of symbol. I don't know what it is, but it is attached to some sort of dark crystal.
Who are the captors?
I don't recognize them. They appear to be shadow elves, or Shadar Kai as they're sometimes called, but there are also several other Shadar Kai who appear to be the ones who took them prisoner. Wait.
All the prisoners are currently within a set area. How many are there?
There appear to be 3, and it appears they're under the effect of some kind of spell, as I see runes all over the floor where they're being held. It almost looks like they're being drained somehow. Oh, and his eyes stop glowing. He says, something cut my ability. I think I was discovered.
Sounds like they're trying to, based on things we've learned, sounds to me like they're trying to charge up another one of these stones from the life force of his friends. Sounds like we don't have much time.
Perhaps
Oh,
they
you're
will be
right.
drained of their life force. That did. Now that you say that, he says, making an Arcana check. That does sound like necromancy that they may have been doing.
Well, it seems close to the fountain. Could we not ask the sword wraiths to assist us in this rescue?
Good.
Sword wraiths are friendly. They.
Yes.
Yes.
Friendly to us.
Only to us. They
Just
are
happens
the.
Balefire meets their queen.
Yeah.
True.
Well, and soon the drakes are going to be friendly the same way too, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So, okay, so are we trying to use Xana to help us too, or are we just going with the short rest? And we're going before the long rest.
I don't think we have time for a long rest.
Okay.
Right?
Looking around, who's hurting pretty bad?
Still 40 down. I'm not bloodied, but I'm still pretty far
Okay.
down.
I'm chilling.
So you do you want to try to do another? Or sorry, go ahead. I thought you or were you going to do a short rest, or what was the plan? Someone mentioned a short rest.
Yeah, we could do a short rest. That's what, an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could probably spare an hour.
I can also do either a prayer of healing or aura of vitality, depending on how many people are hurting really badly.
Gustav is bleeding from his eyes.
Yeah, so is Nico.
But at the same time, he's also like, I'm good. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, sure. So is Nico. So I don't believe
Yeah.
you.
Quick medicine check.
All right. Is anyone else like really hurting or?
Oh, if we're not in battle, if someone has medicine, you can just tell them what your hit points are.
I have medicine.
I've got 25 HP out of 100.
Okay.
Oh man.
Is anyone else like 30% or lower?
No.
No.
No, I'm up 50.
About 50. 50.
I'm at 99.
Yeah, and Balefire I don't think took more than one hit in that fight, so.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right.
Dance fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
I
dance
should've-
fighting.
Should have. All right. I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality for Gustav and I think.
Get
Alright.
myself some adamantine armor.
So casting Aura of Vitality, that would give you what, 2d6 per round for 10 rounds. Right?
Yeah.
So that would be 20d6 of healing. You just have to say who it's going to as you
Yeah.
use it.
So we'll start with you. So this one's for you. You get 9.
You say you.
Sorry, for Gustav.
Yeah. I was like, me, I'm fine as a DM. I'm at full health.
Sorry. We'll go another for Gustav. Ooh, sorry. We'll do 2
Thank
more
you.
for Gustav.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And then we're gonna do some for me. Because I want it to. I'll go. Well, let me look at both. Okay, that's fine. I'll add it up
So
later.
you used 4
Yeah,
charges
so
so
we'll
far? Yeah.
We'll do 3 for me to start. Got 19. So that's 28.
Yeah. So that's 7 charges. You got
Brings
3 more.
me.
And I've got my full lay on hands too, so you can spread the
Yeah.
rest to somebody else. And especially if we're gonna take a short rest too.
Yeah.
If we heal up before that, we wouldn't even need a short rest. I think
Well,
we
I think some people are also limited on their hit die, right? How much they can
Yeah.
spend. Because short rest, you don't automatically heal. You do have to spend hit die.
yeah.
So I'll do one more for Gustav and 2 more for me. So this one's for Gustav. Sorry, and 2
No
more for
problem.
me.
Thank you.
And perfect.
You
Awesome.
serious? We're good.
All right. So you finish your spell, spreading out a bunch of healing magic among your allies as your hands cease glowing. And you said you wanted to spend a short rest.
Yeah.
All right. So all inside the keep, especially in the library, you don't have to worry about danger. So I can just pass an hour. If you want to benefit from the short rest, just minus one of your short rests. You should be tracking the. Yeah.
We should bring the guy back to the smithy, right? I mean, I don't think we should short rest at Karen, but at the smithy, so that
Oh, to
the
keep an eye on
hobgoblin.
him. So
Well, to make sure he can get started, because right now I don't want him to go by himself and get killed in between.
Well, I think Schroeder gave him the measurements of the part, so I think he just needs to be in his smithy. He doesn't have to go back
Yeah.
and forth. So,
No, I agree, but we have to bring him there, and so that's why my thinking was we can short rest with the hobgoblin, unless there's something else that keeps us here.
short rest at the smith, is that what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, sure, if you want to go up there. There's a bunch of hobgoblins up there with him, but if you're worried about him, that's fine. All right.
It's literally just up a flight of stairs. It's that close.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are fine. I mean, if we are fine letting him go there by himself, I'm okay with that.
Well,
Walks off with your scream. Oh.
what do you mean go there by himself?
Well, between the library and the smithy,
Oh,
I mean, it's not very far.
he's already. I assumed you already brought him up there. On
Okay,
your way
okay,
back.
okay,
Sorry,
okay.
I was
I didn't
crossing
realize that.
wires
Okay.
there.
Yeah,
No.
I-
When you came back from showing him the device, like he was right up the stairs, so I assume you would have just
Okay.
walked him up the stairs.
Got it. All right.
yeah.
All right. So we're on the same page.
We definitely did that.
Yeah,
Alright.
it would have made sense because, like I said, it was right there when you got to the stairwell. You just would have had to go up a flight of stairs with him. All right. So, yeah. So I will pass an hour. As I said, if you want to benefit from a short rest, spend one of your short rests. I think at this level you have 4 per day.
Wait, how is that determined? How many do we have?
So you should
We
in
should
your
have
sheet have
5.
is your proficiency bonus 5? I
No,
thought it was 4.
we have a max of 11 hit dice right now.
Yeah.
No, but you get a number of short rests per day equal to your
Oh, short
proficiency
rest. I thought you meant
modifier.
hit dice. My bad.
Yeah, so I used to track short rest for the group, but I found that some people didn't always want to spend them when the rest of the group was taking them. So I now
Okay.
have people, in case I didn't tell you all this, I thought I did already, but maybe I didn't. Whenever you have the chance to take a short rest, you have a resource called short rests, and you just spend one. So you should
Okay.
get
Well, I will also not be using a short rest and instead be changing essence to components.
That's fine. So you should have 4 short rests per day at this level. It's 1 per proficiency bonus. So if you want to use one, you can spend one, and that will give you the benefits of using hit dice and regaining resources as you would with a short rest normally. You just have to minus a resource for that.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Good and awesome.
All
What do you
right.
know? Brought me up to my maximum.
All right. So it is now 4:30. You're making some components. How many are you converting?
How many can I do in an hour?
So what are you
'Cause
using?
I've only got, yeah, alchemy since the lab is right here. I get the additional +1.
So you can try to convert pretty large amounts. I'd say probably up to like 1,000 gold pieces worth or so. You would just have to give me a check.
Yeah, I'll give you the
Alchemy
check
check.
right now.
And how much are you doing?
30 Bodak, 40 Wraith, 60 Shadow Demon, and 14 Shadow.
So those convert to different things.
So just one type.
So undead become religious. Demons or fiends become arcane. So
I'll do the Shadow Demon and Shadow for now.
okay, so the shadow demon is arcane. So go ahead and give
Are
me...
shadows undead?
Shadows are undead. A shadow demon is a demon, not an undead.
Okay, then I'll just do the shadow demon for now.
Alright, so go ahead and give me a roll. 22. So how much shadow demon were you converting?
60 GP.
Alright, so you would get 30 GP worth of components. So you now have 30 of arcane components. The time passes, it's now 4:30. What does the group want to do?
I mean, we're not checking in with that person. We're just going, aren't we?
Yeah.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
When fighting that Shadow Lord, I noticed, well, the holy power imbued in my weapon seemed to work well. The physical part of it didn't seem to strike him or really do any damage at all. And I noticed the rest of you that were fighting against him were able to strike him with your weapons. Have you all found weapons in here, or were you able to somehow modify your weapons to be able to strike him?
Mine was a gift from Balefire.
Yeah, mine. I've had mine for my magic weapon since before I planeswalked to this world.
We did in the laboratory. We did a ritual or something. I think Schroeder did a ritual on the obsidian dagger that actually one of our companions had found and brought. So that's the one I've been using.
So question, Gustav. Do you have religion or arcana knowledge? Trained.
I do
Proficient.
not.
Okay,
No.
so yeah, that would make sense that you don't know anything about how the magics of the weapons work. Okay, I
And
just wanted to check.
I tell him that I am magic.
Gustav, what type of weapons do you like fighting with?
Well, I mean, I've got my trusty warhammers right here. Has gotten me through a lot, but I prefer fighting with a shield. I'm pretty much proficient in anything. I mean, being a mercenary before a paladin, I'm pretty much proficient in anything.
I might have a magic battle axe I could lend you for the time being, since that might help keep me alive as well. Would you be interested in trying it out?
Out of character, I'm so sorry. I forgot our battle axe is one or two handed.
They can. I think aren't they versatile?
I think they're versatile.
Yeah, so they can be
Oh.
wielded either. Great axe is two-handed.
Oh, okay. That actually, if you'd be able to willing to lend me while I'm traveling with you, or at least until maybe I could procure one myself, that would be of great help. I think I could do a lot more damage to one of these Shadow Lord bastards when we face them.
Okay, so Balefire will say, "Sure thing." So he says, "All right, give me a little bit of space." He pulls out a handkerchief out of his pocket, and starts unfolding it, and then folds into a big 10-foot square hole. He climbs down a ladder inside and starts rifling around piles of crap, and recovers. Let me make sure I can remove this from my inventory.
It's just like, where to put that damn thing?
He just origami a portable hole.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, it was all okay. It was folded up. I don't know. Do you keep it as like a swan or something?
No, it's a what do they call it? A napkin square or whatever in your breast pocket.
Hey, those are nice.
Classy,
A
right?
handkerchief.
Wait, so your fancy armor has a breast pocket?
You're gonna do things in style, right?
It's made for utility. It's got pockets.
Yeah.
It's an inner pocket.
So I did have one. It's been I removed it from my inventory in the Discord channel, and it's a Battle X +1.
Now, is this one that you found in the city, or is this one from your other world?
It's one from my other world.
Okay. So yeah, after looking through his stuff, you see Balefire emerge from the hole with a very nice-looking axe. Do you have history?
I don't.
Or Gustav?
I don't.
Okay.
No.
All right. So yeah, it definitely looks strange in its craftsmanship, almost like otherworldly.
And I am running out of magic weapons, so
Interesting.
we need people to stop leaving the party and taking my shit with them.
Santa fire. Santa Bale. Oh,
Yeah.
What would you like, little boy?
Alright.
All right, so
Thank
that's just a axe +1 or great.
Yep.
All right, so you can just add
Battle axe.
Battle axe +1.
Alright. Thank you. I will use this to smite our enemies. I understand you're just lending it to me.
Smiting happen.
All right, so the group is pretty much set to go at this point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I assume you're heading back to the fountain then.
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm taking Dija with me this time.
Using the underground tunnel. I don't think you're gonna try to fight your way through the ghoul army, right?
No.
No. It's this time.
Not today.
No, even
Not
if I can
today.
take out a lot of them, the other 1,600 are too much.
Yeah.
I have plans for them.
All right.
Does it involve flying boots and a lot of fireballs?
So you enter the underground tunnels of the fountain. Again, I'm not going to use the map just because the dynamic lighting is messed up, but you kind of know the layout. Are you doing something here, or are you just passing through?
Did we
We're
want
gonna
to
talk
ask?
We're going to
Yeah.
talk to my slam piece and ask her for guys who want to, right? Kill the cultists.
Are you talking about Dinara, the
Yes.
Yes.
Swordwave Queen,
Yes.
aka your slam piece? All right.
Yes.
Uh,
Spies nickname for everything.
All right, so you go and speak with her. I assume not telling her what you just told the group.
Yes, of course. Yes, that was out of character. So yeah, hey Dinara, there's a bunch of cultists that support the Shadowfell. Oh, sorry, support the Shadow Lords that are hanging out at the old chapel. They've captured our new colleagues, buddies, and we believe that they're being drained to fill up another whatchamacallit stone, and we're gonna go try to rescue them. We were wondering if you have some able-bodied wraiths that want to get some vengeance.
Give
All
me
right,
a persuasion check with advantage, as she is
Like he
a
needs
good
it.
ally with you. Oh, maybe she secretly heard that conversation. You know, one of her guards is like, "Oh, slam piece, what?" So she
Oh, that's
says,
too funny.
all right. I mean, it's still not a bad roll.
It's still a 13.
It's not a bad roll, but she would say, "Hang on, let me think about this."
That's just too funny.
I think she heard the slam piece part.
Exactly.
And,
That's what I said.
done with
One of the guards heard you guys talk in the hallway about her being a slam piece, and he's like, "I'm going to tell her." All right. So, what would she do? She thinks for a moment and says, "How many enemies are there at this church? These Shadow Lord cultists."
Oh man, Chiron didn't say, did he?
he
So
said
he
it.
mentioned inside the church he saw the two people who were captured within the draining spell, and he mentioned 6 others, but that was just inside the church. He didn't see what sort of defenses they had on the outside, if they had any.
So we think there's at least 6 guys inside, but there's probably some guards outside too. But the other problem too is we're not super well rested. We wanted to wait till tomorrow, but time is of the essence. We don't want these guys to die, so we're going in a little bit underpowered.
Well, I'm familiar with the chapel area. Do you have any idea if these cultists have magic, or do they just employ steel? because our soldiers are resistant to those sort of attacks.
Milo?
Well-
They have to have magic. It
Especially since
they
they're
were able
in
to-
magic circles.
It would explain how they're able to take us by surprise.
So give me another persuasion check, Balefire. Not an advantage this time.
Schroeder would probably say that since they were able to stop the scrying spell, and with all of the runes and things on the ground, they most likely have magic.
She says, well, I believe I can help your group. I can send some of my fighters there, possibly causing a distraction, maybe helping you slip in. Or I can try to do an all-out just attack on the structure, which might take longer and be more costly to myself, but it could help slay the actual enemy rather than distract them so their forces move around. I would prefer to do the distraction, as it would be less costly on my soldiers.
I think that would be preferable, seeing as we don't know if how they'll respond to a large-scale assault. They might just flee and kill my friends.
We don't want to bring the building down on the people we're trying to save.
And she nods
Exactly.
and she says, that's my thought too, though the distraction will mean that your people have to do more of the fighting.
I mean, a few of us are in tip-top shape. Only a couple of us are. I think we'll be fine.
This is alright.
I mean,
Go ahead. What were you going to say something?
No,
no, I said the distraction is probably the best idea anyways. That way we can get inside and deal with the ones inside to save the people first. That way they can't just kill them when they hear a commotion outside.
Yes, and I believe I can, if I can pull some of their forces away, I might be able to engage them, keeping them from helping their allies in the fight. So we will still do some of the fighting, just not the bulk of it. I'm familiar with the church and the entrance, so I will just need you all to be in position and get ready to run in and make your stand once I do the distraction. Do you think you can? Do you think you can do that? Are you able to move quietly at all?
Some of us are.
Yes,
Um,
we can help
Nico's
the
just
others.
gonna avoid eye contact.
I'm pretty loud.
Wait.
She says, I will be able, I'll most likely be able to get their forces far enough away that you can help each other move in quietly, since it won't be up close. So do you think doing it this way you'll be able to sneak in?
Yeah, I think this gives us our best odds.
Mechanically speaking, you'd be able to cover for each other. So I take the highest rolls in the group.
Yep.
All right.
Yup.
So let us plan the attack then.
Lettuce and tomato. Yep.
Exactly.
I think now would be a good time to bring up the fact that I can turn invisible.
That can be a good point.
Yeah, that would be a good point.
Flavor wise, can I just like lift one of the heavy ones with my flying boots?
So you can still only carry up to your weight, so you might be encumbered, which I think would
Slow us down too much.
It would
Yeah.
slow you down, and I think it gives you. Doesn't it give you disadvantage to skill checks when you're encumbered?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Well, if you are heavily encumbered, you have minus 20 to your speed and disadvantage. If you are just encumbered, you just get minus 10 to your speed.
yeah. So it would more depend on how much you can carry. I don't know. what
Let's
your
just
strength is.
assume that Nico would heavily encumber you.
Probably. I mean, Nico is like what, 500-600 pounds or something.
I don't know. I think I put it lower than it needs to be. But yes.
With all your gear, I mean.
Oh yeah, with all the gear, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll say that you are making some plans with the sword wraiths. They're going to come in from the north. and basically you all are going to kind of move in sideways over here, sneaking in. You're going to stay at a distance until they do the distraction, and then at the last minute, when hopefully they draw some of them away, you will move in to try to sneak in. And go in? Does that work for everyone?
Yeah, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
It said I could turn invisible, so I could sort of act as a forward.
So invisibility, they can still hear you. It would give you the ability to stealth out in the open, but unless you're stealthing, even while you're invisible, they can technically still hear you.
I would also be stealthing while I'm invisible.
Yeah, so it would still kind of depend on how you roll, but that could definitely help out. So what do you? Is that what you want to do? You want to like get closer while invisible, take a look. What were you thinking?
I mean, we already got a good enough look. It was more just to find a way in, because we only saw the inside. We didn't really get a sense of how to get in undetected.
So there is the main entrance, which she's hoping the distraction will help draw. So when you get there, you would see that they have, it looks like 12 or so cultists on the outside, on different areas around the church, keeping watch. So it looks like it is pretty well guarded. Are you trying to get closer and get a better look? Is that what you want to do?
Well, okay, so is the plan that the distraction lets us go in the front?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what they said they're hoping, that while they attack from an area away from the front, like if the ghosts attack the rear of the church, they'll draw some of the guards away.
Oh, they're talking about attacking. Okay.
Basically, yeah, like they're going to try to draw the guards to an area, so they'll have to basically work together to fight off the ghosts, which they're hoping will give you guys a window to get in. Unless you want to do a different plan, because technically we're still in the planning phase. We can say if you want to do a different plan, we can change that.
Well, they
Has
are
Schroeder
supposed-
seen any of these guys yet?
The Shadow Elves?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm not sure if the group has fought any of them yet. Were you saying something, Milo?
Oh. I mean, I was just saying that the ghosts are supposed to be a distraction, and that's pretty much a distraction.
Yep.
Yeah, so unless you all want to try or suggest another plan, this is just what Dinara suggested when you told her basically what the situation was, that she tried to attack the church from a different side to draw their forces away, and that would give you a window to get in.
Yeah. The only other maybe modification would be once we get the party fairly close, the stealthier people like myself and whoever is stealthy can also sneak even closer, so that when the distraction happens, we've got less of a distance to go to get into the church.
Yeah, that was sort of what I was suggesting.
Yeah.
Would you like to be invisible, Balefire?
I mean, I'm pretty good at stealthing, so I mean.
But it allows you to stealth in the open.
Right, but is it more valuable for you to have that spell slot for the combat?
A single level 2, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference.
It's your call. I'll take the
Yeah.
invisibility if you're okay without the spell.
And
Yeah,
just
I'm fine without it.
Just to clarify her plan a little, Dinara says she's not going to have her people attack with their full force. She's going to make it seem like a kind of like an even battle, so the enemy thinks they need more forces to kind of
Overwhelm them.
react. Yeah, react to the ghost attack and drive them back. Because if she attacked with all her forces, then they just retreat into the church, which would basically defeat the purpose of the plan. At that point, you'd just be doing the full-on assault plan.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a deceptive play for sure on her part.
So I think what we want to do then is go with that. We'll get Gustav and Nico as close as we can quietly, and then at least Bale and Milo will try to get we'll use invisibility then, and get like literally like right up to the windows or the front door, so that when this starts, we can get in quicker.
So you're trying to use. You want to get closer in the initial push before they attack. Is that what you're saying?
We want to get closer to the church, so when the initial attack happens, we're already, you know, like ready to go in the door and prevent the guys from being murdered when
Alright.
the combat starts.
So there
Yep.
are a couple of houses down the street. How close are we talking? Because they do have guards. From what Milo remembers, because we're still in the planning phase, they had some guards around the outside when he was watching them. Like I said, about 12 or so. They don't go. They weren't like keeping an eye on the neighborhood around the church, just the church itself. So how close are you getting to the church?
Well, if we're invisible, then I'll be like, I don't know, as close as I could possibly get.
So, like, while maintaining, do you want to actually walk up to the church invisibly? Is that the plan? So, like, you're
I
not
think
using the
that's the point,
houses
yeah.
for cover.
Yeah,
Uh,
walk up to the church.
yeah. I mean, if you're invisible, technically you could walk right up to the door, assuming they don't hear you. But you do
Yep.
still have to roll stealth checks. It's just being invisible makes it so it doesn't require cover to maintain the stealth.
Yeah. No, so I'll be right there at the door. I'm fine with that stealth check.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
So, like 5 feet from the door.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
door pops open. Here's the thing too. If that door opens for someone to run out, I'll step inside.
Yeah, you could
Alright.
easily step in and
So,
like take the crystal or something to stop the ritual.
So moving in that close, it will require you wouldn't be able to cover for each other at that range. So I will have to take everyone's stealth check in the party, good and bad.
Okay.
Well,
No, but it's
that's
just
just the
no-
two that are invisible.
Yeah.
Oh, only the two of you are going up.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah,
else
the
is
rest of
trying
us
to
are
be
Oh,
staying.
okay.
So we're gonna get them
Yeah.
in position, and then we'll infiltrate.
Gotcha. So, okay. So then you and who is the other one?
Milo.
You and Milo. Okay, so you two are going right up to the door, and the rest of the group is like a couple 100 feet back in the neighborhood, waiting for a signal or something.
Yeah.
Like the distraction to start.
Okay, got it. I'm on the same page. All right, so the group is going to execute now. You're heading through the town. Give me a d20 roll for events as you and the ghosts are getting into position. Just anyone in the group roll a d20.
Do it.
All right. So it is now about 5 o'clock after all the planning and moving. You managed to make it to the neighborhood without any issue. Luckily, it doesn't seem like the Shadowstalkers are watching the surrounding area. You get a couple of 100 feet away, moving through the streets, but keeping the houses in front of you, so you don't have line of sight as easily. I do need stealth checks for this approach, but since you're far away, you can help each other. So go ahead and give me a stealth check from everyone in the group.
Hey,
I'll
so
pick the
good.
3 highest. All right, so yeah, you're all on it. Gustav is having some issue, but luckily you're able to help him out. The top 3 are what, 26, 19, and 19. Yeah, so
I was so close to being there.
Good.
Not today.
Yeah, well, probably not ever at this point. I had to roll a 19 to not even make it.
yeah. So the group is not noticed on the initial approach. You're kind of setting up several 100 feet away behind the houses, and Balefire and Milo are moving in close.
Could we go invisible now?
So give me, yeah, I assume you're going invisible. That's the only
Yeah,
way you
try
could
to
get
not-
rid of.
Fell on fail.
Alright, so you cast invisibility. You two move in. Give me stealth checks, as you are both invisible. 23.
And where are you? Okay, we're gonna inspiration that.
So technically, you have to tell me. It's like regular. You mean the DM inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you usually would have to say it before you roll if you want inspiration on a roll. If you didn't know that, that's fine. Just for next time, I can let you do it this time, and we can take the
Oh,
12.
so you sorry, it's just a lot of DMs have treated inspiration in different ways. So just so I'm clear how you treat inspiration, it's not a reroll.
Yeah, so I do it by the raw way, kind of. I do the points, so it's not actually raw, but rules is written. I do the before you make the roll because I think that's how it's supposed to be for inspiration.
Yes,
Yeah,
inspiration is an advantage to the roll.
yeah. Which with advantage, it's just when you roll, you do it twice, but you would have to, use it before you roll because you don't necessarily know what you're gonna roll. So yeah.
Okay. Well, at this point, are we still covering for each other, or is this individual now?
If you're walking up to the door, this would be individual because you're too close to cover for each other.
Okay, and being invisible doesn't give advantage regardless.
It doesn't, but like I said, I'll let you use it this time because you're kind of new and didn't necessarily know that. So we could say you got a 12. That's fine.
Okay.
So as you get closer, like I said, unfortunately, I have to do this manually, which is a pain in the butt. And I can't block sight of any of you, so you all see this. You would see there are a couple of Shadowstalkers in this area. Several of the Shadowstalkers have bows. You would see, looks like a couple of the Shadowstalkers here have spike chains. None of them have their weapons out. There is one that looks interesting, and I'll reveal them to you, just so you know what they look like. Like I said, there's one guy who kind of has a bow out. There's one guy. Well, actually, there's a couple with bows out. There's a couple who have spiked chains. And actually, Milo, you would recognize a bunch of these types of warriors as you've engaged them before.
Okay.
And there's one guy who you remember. You don't remember this guy in particular, but ones like this with this type of armament that were using spells on your group. When you were ambushed.
Right.
So let me move some of these guys around. So they're sort of moving around the area, keeping an eye out. They look pretty relaxed right now. Like they're definitely on guard, but you don't think they're expecting an attack. So
All right.
you all are coming in. The door is over here. Wait, did I just lose vision? What's going on? Or wait, no, you're not on the map yet. That's why, right?
Yeah.
So you don't see anything yet. Okay.
Oh, we see the front.
We see the left side.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's weird. It zoomed way out for some reason. That's why. Okay, so you are coming in over here invisibly. There's Milo and Balefire. Mark yourselves as being invisible.
Now, because we're invisible, we don't know where either of us are.
Yes, technically you wouldn't see each other, but there's
Which is the invisible mark?
That is. So there's a stealth mark and an invisible mark, so you'd have both of them. Invisibility is I'll show you what the marks are. Yeah,
Okay,
so
it's the ninja.
that's the invisible. The stealthing one, which is a newer one I added, is this one.
Nice.
It's kind of like a ninja. It was from the new marks I got, but it's the long-faced ninja.
Okay. Well,
The stick figure ninja.
And you would kind of know where the other one is because you can, like, well, I guess if you were stealthing, well, you couldn't hear each other. So yeah, you
I
would.
feel like we would have talked about it a little beforehand because, I mean, I assume has Balefire been invisible before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't we just hold hands?
Yeah, we've both been invisible before. We knew what was going to happen, so we probably set up something where we would start somewhere and try to stay as close to each other as possible.
mean- Yeah, you could say you're holding hands or something. It's fine.
Sure, let's go with that.
All right. So yeah, you move in close. Like I said, kind of close to each other.
Well,
Go ahead.
with a 12, the passive perception of Balefire is probably locating Milo.
Yeah,
pretty
that's
easily,
true.
right?
With the 12,
Yeah.
Balefire probably is like maybe giving you some
You're so loud.
pokes. Like, hey, messing it up.
Hey.
You're breathing so loud, dude.
Yeah. So as you
Can you
get
blame me?
as you get closer, none of them have spotted you yet. Did you say you're going right up to the door?
Yeah, I'm going to
We don't
let
want
Balefire know about the magic wielder, just to be wary of him.
So maybe you whisper like a couple of things about the soldiers you see.
Basically.
Can Schroeder see the Shadow Weaver from where she's at?
No, probably not from as far back as you are, especially if you were covering for each other. You probably don't see any of this.
Okay.
So give me another set of stealth checks if you're going right up to the door. So if you want to use inspiration, you tell me before you roll, basically.
Man. Probably, yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
So, my last inspiration.
Oh, it's
Good
pretty good you did.
choice.
Alright, so you move up to this area. Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, the soldiers haven't noticed you yet. They're kind of walking around, kind of keeping an eye on things. This guy is kind of up at the corner watching. This guy moves up here a bit. This guy moves back. So you're waiting there.
Yeah.
Is anyone doing anything, or shall I just pass time until the ghosts act?
Yeah, just wait for the
Wait for the
distraction.
signal. Okay. So there's some yelling that you hear coming from probably around the back of the church. This guy turns around and starts looking. He's going to yell something in Elven, and this guy rushes over. He is going to yell something in Elven as well, which actually I think Balefire, you speak Elven, right? I assume. 'Cause
Yes,
you're
he
an
does.
elf.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, this one yells, "Enemies have been spotted. The back of the church is under attack." And a moment later, these guys come running up. I assume you're going to let them run past you.
Yeah.
Alright, so they rush up this way. You see the door open, and several more of these guys come rushing out. And this guy's yelling, "There's something going on. Get around the back, get around the back." And a bunch of these guys start rushing.
We slip in the door.
Yeah, when that door opens and those guys come out.
Are you just going inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So, alright. So you're going in. Hang on, I gotta manually reveal this. As you enter, you would see kind of an entry hall where there are some dead bodies lying about. Apparently, the elves haven't cleaned up this church. So go ahead and move yourselves in. What about you all in the distance? Are you rushing up at this point, or are you going to wait for a bit, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, we're going to rush to. I mean, I'm starting moving as soon as I see them being distracted.
Yeah.
Okay. So you keep an eye out, kind of on what's going on. You would notice several of the people running around the back, but there are still. Okay, so at the end of it, as the yelling is happening, it looks like some of them stayed behind and are on watch. So it looks like their full forces did not go around the back as was expected. And you two from inside would notice this as well. So you want to rush up or do you want to wait and see what happens?
Well, what can we see now that we're inside? Is it just the entrance hall?
Yeah, so there is also another door in here. Sorry, I didn't reveal everything I wanted it to. Right here. And there's a bunch of bookcases, paintings, tapestries. Also, these rugs here that look very old. But yeah, you would guess this is the door into the main area.
As I'd like to make sure that that they're not doing anything to their prisoners.
All right,
Yeah.
so you want to go further in? This door is
Yeah.
shut right now.
Okay.
All right, so if you're going further in, give me a moment. Like I said, what about you all who are waiting and watching? Like I said, there are still some guards on guard here who would probably see you if you rushed up right now.
Should we give it a moment to see if they pull back for the distraction or no?
If we wait too long, then the ones from the distraction might not stay distracted.
It
Yeah,
already happened,
I
right?
agree.
These guys looked and then came back, right?
Well, no, these guys didn't
These guys
go. They
stayed.
stayed because well, I guess you could understand them. So basically, more guys came out. The guy, one of the archers who may have been like in charge, was yelling for everyone to go around the back, and he said he was going to stay and keep an eye out just in case. So it's definitely a reduced number who are on the front door, but there are still some here.
And are we telekinetically bound right now or not? I guess
That
would
I
have been
don't know. Did
I
you
didn't mention it, but I probably would have taken the time to do it, but that's up to the DM.
Odd or even?
Even.
All right, this time, yes, you did. Even though you did not mention it, I will assume you set that up.
So I'll tell them that I heard them said that the guards at the door now are going to stay on guard. You need to attack them. They're not going to fall for the distraction while like the other ones.
Should we just hit him from both sides, or do you want to keep exploring inside?
No, we got to intercept. We got to make sure that they don't kill the prisoners. So you guys
All
take
right.
your guys outside and work your way in, and we'll try to we'll try to save who we can inside and last as long as possible.
Yep.
All right,
Alright.
let's go.
So, give me a moment since you're splitting up to do something here. So you're pushing further inward. This would be so much easier if I had my dynamic lighting.
Yeah.
Curse you, game.
Once you get used to it, it's hard to.
I used to do all this stuff before. Now I haven't done it like this in a while. All right. Just ignore that.
Uh
Nothing to see here. So you head in through the first door. Which it looks like, and also you would note in here, it looks like a bunch of the windows have been barricaded. So they may have been worried something like this would happen. Where is it? Reveal. So yeah, there's a pretty large area here. Like I said, the windows have all been barricaded. You would hear noise with your passive perceptions coming from behind this door here as you continue making your way inward.
So through the door to the south?
Yes. What do you want to do?
Nothing in this room, right?
Not currently. It looks like there may have been things in this room at one point, but right now it's completely empty.
Yeah, to the south door and kind of give a listen, try to hear anything. Make sure that... Because Balefire is the one who speaks Elvish.
Yeah. So there's no one here. Let's go to the south door.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
That's the alarm triggers.
So give me stealth
your turn.
checks.
What?
Give me stealth checks as you approach this door.
God, all my stealth rolls have been under 10. What the fuck?
Just not having a stealthy day. So when you... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said seriously.
Oh. Alright, yeah, so when you get close to the southern door, you hear some, probably something that sounds like a humming almost. A bit of chanting, as if magic is happening. And you would hear, what's your passive perception, Milo?
Let me look at that. 17.
Okay. So, actually, you're both pretty perceptive. You would hear some Elven people speaking Elven, which sounds like Balefire. They're just telling people to keep an eye out, get ready. I don't see... it sounds like someone says... I don't see too many attackers out there right now, so we'll hold our position and see how this goes. Something like that, basically. Are you trying to peek in the door?
That's the thing, there's only two of us.
Do the doors open inward or outward?
This is a double door that opens inward. Right now it's closed. You're not sure if it's locked or not.
All right.
What if... here's an idea. What if we made a noise in here and get them to come out? We're still invisible after all.
Works for me. When the door opens, go inside.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right. So what noise are you making out here?
What are those things to the north? What are those things to the north that look like suits of armor?
Those are statues. They appear to be stone statues that... do you have religion? Either of you proficient?
Nope.
All right. So you don't really recognize much about them, just that they're some sort of holy warriors.
Would it be possible to tip one over without breaking invisibility?
Yeah, invisibility isn't broken by interacting. It would probably take a good amount of strength, though. Those the statues are kind of molded onto the pedestal base, which is square.
How strong are you, Bale?
I'm not very strong. I think we're
Yeah,
better
me
off.
neither.
I think we're better off
Me
having
neither.
a call for backup in Elven.
That might work.
At this point, you would hear yells from outside, because your group said they were approaching, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think you could really hide your approach, so they would see you coming. Once
Is there any light obscurement?
So I mean, you could use the houses for obscurement as you approach, but the last probably 100 or maybe like 150 feet or so, you would be in open ground.
Okay.
So give me a stealth check for your initial approach. Again, you can assist each other on this.
Yay! There it is.
Unfortunately, your big stealthers are not with the group. No. Alright. So as you're getting close, one of the Shadowstalkers yells and is going to say, "They're approaching!" I need initiative rolls from everyone at this point.
Yep.
Putting us inside.
Yeah, just in case you want to be involved in this.
Okay.
Do we need to bring our
Yeah, is this
tokens?
even gonna
right.
work unless we can
well-
click on our tokens?
You can put your tokens at the edge here for now, but you're not actually there, just so we have a token on the map. So yeah, you can put your tokens right at the edge there and roll initiatives off them. We'll say you're approaching from a distance at this point.
How'd we do? Hey, that's like 12 or 13 better than normal.
You mean like 16 better than normal?
That too. Sometimes I roll more than that
So
one.
do you want to approach carefully or just rush? I guess you were trying to hide, so at this point you're approaching carefully. So you still have cover. Moving towards this place. Is that everyone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like it, because we got a pet there. So, Balefire, inside, you would hear the yell. It sounds like your group has been spotted. And in Elven, he yells, "It's an ambush! They're coming from both sides!" You don't know if any of his allies heard him, but you would definitely hear that, especially with your high perceptions. Do you want to do something?
Yeah, I will repeat the cry. Attacked from both sides. Get reinforcements.
So you're trying to do like a deception thing?
Yeah, I want to fake it, and then they're like, "Milo, get out of the way."
Oh, for the door. Interesting. All right. So I'm gonna have to add a few more people to the initiative then.
Right?
Why you gotta make it complicated for the DM?
Yeah.
well-
more people to kill Schroeder.
I'll say they would have to wait because they would join in next turn. But all right.
Yep.
So you yell something in Elven. Give me a deception check, and I'm gonna say this is your action because you're actively trying to deceive them.
That works for me, boss.
14. All right. So you would hear inside, "Ambush from the other side." Do we have who was that? I don't know. Let's go. You would hear an Elven. So they seem to have bought it. Do you want to do any movement or any actions?
See. I'm going to move here to get out of the way.
Okay.
Presumably they'll come running out and turn toward the door.
Okay. So that's it for Balefire. Schroeder, you are still fairly far away. I'll say maybe about... I need a piece of paper now to record this. Let's say like 250 feet, we'll say, off the edge of the map. So what do you want to do?
250. Can I see them?
Yeah, so you are a total of 250 plus 70 feet, so
320.
Yeah, off away from them right now.
We have to
That's
cross a full football field length
Yeah,
and
unfortunately,
a bit more.
unfortunately, the sneaking up did not go as you would have liked.
Am I close enough to make a check on them?
Here, what I can do is let's see. I'll just record 350 for you right now. So if you mouse over, yeah. All right. So close enough to make a check about what?
Like Arcana or Religion or whichever one I would need on them.
What's your perception? Passive?
11.
No, probably not. Not at this
Okay.
range.
Then I'll just spend my movement and action to dash and run.
All right. So
So
how many?
60 feet closer.
60. All right. So you are now 290 away from them. Or actually, let me use the edge of the map so it doesn't get confusing. So you were 250 from the map. So you're at 190 away from the end of the map. Next up is going to be Milo. So yeah, Balefire yelled this. You hear inside the room a bunch of commotion and footsteps coming towards the door.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get out of the way. I'll go to the other side of the door, because I assume I know that Balefire went to that side of the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me, and I assume you're going to try to stealth so they don't see you.
I'm invisible.
Yeah, but I mean, you're still making, like, noise with sound as you move and such.
Does it really matter because they already know there's people outside?
If they're being perceptive and, like, looking around for danger, they might get the idea. But it's unlikely they'll see you, but stealth would help.
I guess I might as well attempt it.
Yeah, because they'll
it's
be
more like stealth to stay still, right?
Yeah, so you don't, like, scrape your boot against something or, like, push against the wall.
There's the good roll. Yeah, right. Okay, I'm stealthing.
So, yeah, you move quickly and quietly off to the side, and you think you're doing pretty well. Nico, same thing. You're 250 feet away right now.
I'm booking it. I'm 190 feet away.
Alright, so you double move,
Yeah.
and I'll mark your token.
Oh, I should probably my sword and shield, or not sword, my warhammer and shield would have been out. I should probably.
You should mark yourself with those out if they're drawn.
Yes.
Alright, so that's it for Nico. The Shadow Archer goes. So he is going to see you all running up and yell, "We need backup!" in Elven. And he's going to take aim. Let's see. He'll use his multi-attack. And he is going to fire 3 times at you. At 190 feet, I believe you're out of range for the longbow. So he does have disadvantage on these shots. Phew. 22 becomes a 10, so that would miss. Second shot, he can't see. Well, actually, he can see pretty well with his perception. He's going to fire at Schroeder on the second shot, because you look the least armored. 17 versus AC?
Sure.
So that would hit you?
Yeah.
Alright, so an arrow grazes you, dealing 6 piercing and 1 necrotic, and I need a dex save.
So 0 necrotic.
Yeah, if you have resistance, that'd be 0. And dex save is needed, as it feels like the energy from the arrow is somehow slowing you.
If he fails, does it hit him in the knee and he's not able to
Dex
do
save.
anymore?
Oh, my knee!
I'm sorry. It's,
16.
Alright, so luckily you are able to kind of dodge the energy that's trying to grasp you and nothing further happens. And his third attack, again at disadvantage. A crit becomes a 16.
I will shield that one since I probably would have noticed some kind of weird effect.
Yeah, it looks like he has some kind of magical energy on these arrows. Alright, so this one is again a pretty good shot coming in. You go, throwing up a shield to deflect the attack. That is it for the Shadow Archer, Calgrod.
So I'm going to have Dija run 60 feet. And I will then move 35 feet myself and cast my Twilight area so that everybody... so 35 plus the Twilight area, which is Twilight Sanctuary. Up there you go.
Alright, so you go from 250 to 215, right?
And 15, yes. And I should be 30 feet from... you move 60 feet, right? So I should be like within 30 feet of everybody.
Yeah,
on shoulder. at least.
You're a little behind the group now because you slowed down a bit. All right, so that's it for you. The Shadow Dancer here is going to yell something in Elven at his people again, and he's going to move up this way. He basically yelled, "Get back," and take the dodge action. As he looks like he's just trying to get in the way in case you guys start throwing things back. Gustav.
Alright, Gustav will run 30 and then dash 30.
So 60, got it.
Yep.
So
Then he'll hunker down and end my turn.
Alright, the Shadow Archer, second one goes. He's gonna fire at Gustav. Taking 3 shots. With
What's
disadvantage, with disadvantage, they would all miss.
Nice.
Crit, 20 and 21, but they disadvantage to missing attacks.
Woo! Okay, alright.
These guys seem to be fairly adept with their bows. Balefire, top of the round.
I will Blade Sing,
Okay.
which is a personal experience, meaning it's not loud. And then I will pull out my rapier and Stabatha.
You start dancing.
Yes, Tabitha.
And,
Okay.
and I'm a dual wielder, so I get both swords as one movement.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, are you
Yep.
stealthing? Because I don't think you stealthed last round. You were deceiving.
Oh, yeah, I would continue to stealth as my action then.
Okay, so, alright, you stealth. In this round, I'm going to add some people to the round. Another initiative roll. Alright, so you do that. Next is the Shadow Archer again. Or actually, a different Shadow Archer. So I'm going to say that they are kind of surprised, so they're not moving just yet. The Shadow Dancer was surprised. The Weaver is surprised. Schroeder, what are you doing outside? You're 190 feet right now.
I'm going
I'm
to
going to separate you guys a little just so I can...
hold. I'm gonna hold my action to move after Calgrod moves.
So you're going to ready a dash for after he goes?
Yeah.
So you're not going to... I guess, are you going to run as well, or just do that?
No, I'm just gonna do that. That way, basically, after he moves and then I dash, we'd be about the same distance.
Okay, so you slow down a bit, trying to get the tankies in front of you. Milo, from inside, yeah, you hear them like moving around in there, getting ready to come out. What do you want to do?
Well,
Alright.
also I get the temp hit points.
Yeah.
Yes, because you're in the area. And by the way, I forgot to roll for Dija too. So first roll for Dija, that was at the end of my turn. And second roll for Schroeder. So you get 10, Schroeder.
Hey, thank you.
All right. So Milo, what are you doing?
So, am I currently hidden?
Yes.
Like, I know, but okay, just making sure. So I'm gonna pull out my chain scythe.
All right.
And how do I make it say one weapon? I was trying to figure out this week.
So you can just click on the 3 swords. Well, you mouse over the 3 sword and press 1, the 1 button.
Oh, okay. Where'd the 3 swords go?
They're sort of they're like 5 or
Okay,
6.
thank you. So I've got my chain scythe out. And oh man, I don't really have anything else I can do except wait. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay right here. No.
Keep an eye on things. All right, so inside they're still kind of scrambling to get caught up, so that guy was surprised. Nico, what are you doing?
They're shooting arrows at us. I'll run 30 feet and then take the dodge action.
Okay, so you sort of move in cautiously, keeping your shield ready. So you
yeah.
are at 160, which unfortunately I think you are outside of the range to get
Yeah.
2 HP. But
Yeah,
you
that's
are
alright.
you are defensive. I think they're. Well, he's still at disadvantage anyway because I think a longbow is 150, right?
I don't know. Nico doesn't, and Sonya doesn't either. So I'm gonna.
That's fine. All right, so this one here is going to back off towards the door a bit, just in case she has to retreat, and she's gonna fire at. Let's say Nico, because Nico's out front.
Yeah.
So that's a clear shot. So 3 shots at disadvantage. 2 of them. What's your AC?
It's 18.
Alright, so 2 of them missed for sure, but the third one is a 24.
So Nico will probably got my D6 right. She moves 60 feet, and she started 30 feet behind me, 35 feet behind me. So she should be in my aura, correct?
No, I started ahead of you 30 feet because I had sprinted with Schroeder last time.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
at one. If you mouse over everyone, you can see the distances. She's at 160. You're at 215 right now, so she's ahead. 24, I assume would hit you, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you take 6 piercing, 1 necrotic, and I need a dex save.
And a dex save?
Yes, as these arrows seem to be tainted with some sort of magic.
Much better. Yeah,
All right.
that's about right.
So unfortunately, you are slowed, moving at half speed at least for now.
Cool. That's.
Sorry, what?
That's the snail.
What is that? That is the. I don't think it's actually called slowed. What is that? That is.
Snail.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically reduced half speed, so you can use the snail. That's fine.
Alright, cool.
And that is till the beginning of his next turn, or her next turn.
Okay, cool.
Calgrod.
So I'm going to run 70 feet this time, move and dash.
Alright, so you
and,
go 70, which is 60, 50, or that would be, sorry, 215. Math.
Like 145 or something?
What's 215 minus 70? It is
145.
145, thank you. I don't know why that was so hard. Alright, so you're at 145 after your movement.
And I'm going to use bonus action to have Dija dash. So at that stage, she's not dodging anymore. She's dashing 120 feet, flying like 10 feet, like
Off
really, off the ground, 10 feet up the ground, and really covering 120 feet this round towards the archer.
All right, so then she's only 70 feet away.
Yep, she's not very far.
Like, oh God, what's that bat doing? All right, anything else, Calgrod?
Nope, that's it.
All right, so the Shadow Dancer sees the bat and kind of curses and once again yells for them to get back, get back. And he is going to make sure his actual weapon's out, his chain. And he takes the dodge action again. Gustav.
All right. So I am 190 away.
So Calgrod just moved?
Yeah,
yes.
Moves in.
So if you ready an action, you can spend your reaction, and I'll say.
Yeah, I was readying to dash with him.
So you went 30 feet?
Yeah.
So you're at 160. All right. Sorry. Go ahead, Gustav. What are you doing?
I will move 30 feet and then take the dodge action.
All right. So you are as well. Now, can you guys mark yourselves with the notes, or is that just me who can do that?
I don't think we can do the note thing.
Okay, so I'll do it then. So you are at 160 as you continue to slowly move forward. And I assume you have your sword and shield out, Gustav. You might want to mark your token with that. The one-handed sword and the shield icon.
You know, we could just use the red circle for our distance and then leave it like that.
It's a temporary point. You get
Yeah, I
temporary
know.
point with me.
Just have like 160 temp hit points. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can just do it for now. It's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gustav, if you could mark yourself that you have those things.
Yeah.
out.
All right.
So Gustav went. This guy is going to say something. Move back. He's going to take shots at who's closest to him. Again, Gustav is probably. Oh no, the bat is now. Okay, yeah. So he's going to fire at that bat. Pew pew pew.
Yep.
So he takes 3 longbow shots at Mr. Bat, who is no longer out of range.
Yeah.
So, what's the bat's AC again? 17?
17.
The first shot would miss, but the other 2 would strike. The bat would take 11 piercing and 6 necrotic as the first arrow wings him, no pun intended. The second arrow would do 7 piercing and 5 necrotic. So another 12. And I need 2 dex saves.
So it is blooded, actually.
And after that, go ahead.
2 dex save, okay.
See if it's slowed.
Dija. Yes. Where's Dija? Right there. So I don't know if it will have my my proficiency bonus. Just mentioning that.
Yeah, we
Don't
can
good.
manually add that if we need it.
Did that work? No, that doesn't seem to have worked. So how do I do the dex from here? The
All right,
1
so that would
and 2.
definitely make it.
Oh wow! Look at
Alright,
that.
so yeah, he avoids the energies and continues flying. This one would continue his turn, running inside, yelling in Elven, "We're under attack! We're under attack!" He's going to move up to there and end his turn. Balefire. You hear movement from inside. It sounds like they're getting ready to come out.
I will do nothing. I'm just gonna wait.
Just wait. The archer inside is running up towards the door. Then he's going to double move and open the door, at which point you would see inside. Revealed. You guys outside, just pretend you don't see this. So there is a large area inside with several individuals in some sort of magical bindings over by the altar. Anyway, so he runs up, opens the door. That's it. All he can do. The Shadow Weaver, or no, the Shadow Dancer goes. He runs up this way. 30 and 30, ending his turn. The Weaver from all the way back here is going to yell, get out there, see what's going on," and he ends his turn. He's doing something with the magics on those prisoners. Schroeder, what are you doing?
I will move 30 feet up, and then is this close enough to make a check on one of them?
So you move 30, so you're at 130. Yeah, sure. What do you want to make a check on?
The archer.
What are you trying to figure out?
Like resistances or
Oh,
like what its attacks are or anything like that.
So give me a nature check.
I don't have that one.
You can. Yeah, you can make it anyway. I'll just take note that you're not proficient. So I mean, as far as being Shatterkai, you know these guys are resistant to necrotic. They have a lot of the normal. They're a lot like normal elves. Unfortunately, without nature training, it's hard to say much more about them.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know that
Then I'll.
being from the Shadowfell, they, as most creatures who are native there, have necrotic resistance.
I will hold my action to dash with Calgrod again.
Okay. Milo.
I don't think you can get better. You didn't lose your temporary point, right?
No.
Alright, I can get better than 10.
Question: if I dashed, would that break stealth?
So if you want to try to move in stealthfully, you would have to make a stealth check and move at half speed if you want to try to sneak past them while they're running out.
Unless she has a rogue, cunning action. That's
Well,
a
yeah,
bonus action.
that would. So yeah, you'd use your action unless you were rogue. Then you could use cunning action. But yeah, if you want to maintain stealth, you would have to make an action to do so, unless you just stand still.
I don't know, because I'm trying to get up to that Shadow Weaver, and I actually could get to him if I move, dash. Wait, am I allowed to dash twice if I can bonus action and action it?
Yes.
Yeah, I can get up
they
to him if I
wouldn't.
did all of that.
So they wouldn't get oppies on you, but they might just hear footsteps rushing past them, which,
I know.
depending on what they are, could make them suspicious.
Okay.
I mean, you don't think that you're on a round timer to save your friends because they've been here all day.
True.
So
Okay.
yeah.
I'll play it smart then.
It would be very coincidental if you got there just as they had 6 seconds left.
And I keep forgetting each round is 6 seconds. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be stealthy. So the doors, both of the doors of this double door.
Yeah, they're both open.
All right, so I'm gonna stealth past them, kind of hugging the wall.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
And this is where my hit again. Oh, thank
All
God.
right. Yeah. So yes, you are very stealthy. That easily beats their passive perceptions. Go ahead and move at half speed as you move in.
Okay, so half speed, so I can move 25 feet. 5, and I can't get through.
Oh, it's still blocking. That's weird, even though it's turned off. 10. Okay.
Okay. 15, 20. Okay, I can get up to here.
Mm-hmm.
And dashing break my stealth?
So
Still do a half speed.
as long as you're moving at half speed, it will not. No.
Okay, then I'm going to dash as my action for another 25.
Okay.
Kind of in the wall.
So what did you use to stealth? Was that a bonus action?
Geez, hold on. I can't remember if action lets you stealth. It lets me hide as a bonus action.
Oh yeah, so you're fine then, because that's what hiding
Yeah,
is.
so I can get up to here then.
Okay. So you move in quietly, staying along the walls as you see them about to rush out, or in the process of rushing out. This guy down here is going to run and then move here. Coming out through the door, Nico.
I'm going to run and dash up to 130 feet.
Okay. So, wow, 130.
Because I'm slowed right now.
Oh, so 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, up to
Gotcha.
130 feet away.
Like, man, you suddenly.
Which
went
I think puts me
turbo
in
mode.
range of... Yeah, in range of Calgrod's thing.
All right, so you're kind of slowing down. Go ahead and get your temp HP. The archer here goes. He's going to fire at Deja again, because that bat looks crazy. Only hits with 1. Doing 13, 11 piercing, 2 necrotic.
It's crashing to the ground.
Alright, so he is taken out by that guy's attacks. Calgrod.
So I am going to move 35 feet Approaching, so I'm still like 110. Yeah, I'm going to move 35 feet and dodge.
Okay. So
And
you're
then I'll move
closer.
the 30 feet with him.
Yeah. All right. So you're at 100 feet.
Mm-hmm.
The Shadow Dancer goes. He continues to wait, still yelling, hoping someone comes. Gustav. He's basically yelling, "We need more archers over here. They're getting closer." You muted, Gustav?
No, I would go up to 100 feet. 'Cause I would run my 30 and then dash 30, bringing me to 100 feet away.
Okay.
At that point, he's in my area. You
All right.
would get 7 temporary point.
Ooh, okay.
Gustav.
All right. So you're actually approaching each other fairly close together. Just make sure I'm
And-
doing this accurate.
If
Yeah.
anybody's within 10 feet of me, they've got my paladin auras too.
So you can
So-
make an aura around you.
All right.
Where
So
we
you
see
all,
that-
so you all are trying to approach clumped up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just clump you up then. Alright, so the archer goes. This guy is going to continue to run back this way. And he sees, he gets to this point, he sees people are coming, and he's like, okay, good. And then he runs back outside to assist, so he gets to here. Balefire.
I'm going to delay my turn until after Milo.
Okay, so, well, you can't delay your turn, but you can ready an action on Milo's turn to, like, do a dash, because you can only ready actions.
No, but I thought you could
No.
hold and permanently change your position to after something.
No, that's only
that's
my
4th
thing.
edition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's a house rule. I used to do
that's
that.
the home rule.
Okay.
So you could move and then ready something, or you could.
I want these guys out of my way so I don't risk alerting them to my presence. Even though I'm sure I could probably stealth by them, I just hate losing a turn not doing anything useful. I'll just. I'm gonna sit here and wait for you guys to clear the doorway.
Yeah, so I mean, you can ready, like ready a dash, and then when.
Already move dash once everybody's out of this room and not standing next to me.
Everyone but the Shadow Weaver, right?
Right, correct.
Okay. Yeah, so you ready a dash. So this guy goes, he's gonna move up 20, then over 40. Out of the way, as he's trying to get to help. The Shadow Weaver here is gonna go 15, 25, 60, trying to avoid the other guy. Yeah, the Weaver's still in the room. Schroeder.
I'm going to
Oh,
move
wait.
exactly.
Sorry, Schroeder, real quick, Balefire, do you want to rush in now? Because they're technically all out of the room.
Yeah. No, I need. Sorry, and I need this guy to be away.
Farther away? Alright.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Schroeder. What are you doing?
Moving 5 feet closer and dodging.
Okay, so you're at 95. Dodging.
Did I roll a 10 for you or not?
I still have the 10.
Alright, cool.
Alright, so this guy. 40.
And
60. And Balefire, at this point, you're running in?
Yep.
Alright, so use your reaction to dash in. Go ahead and, well, the only problem is you would make noise now. Well, go ahead, give me a stealth check. I'll say you stealth on your turn
Nope, that's the wrong one.
as you run in. You could use your action to stealth. Alright, so you can go ahead and move in at half speed as they rush
Alright.
past. Spend your reaction.
So 10. You're gonna have to
Yeah,
put me in the
there
room.
you go.
Boom. All right, so that's 10. So is it my so it's gonna be just basically one full move then? right? Because I've got basically two
Well,
dashes.
So you could ready the dash action, so it would still just be half movement because you can't use your action as part of the readied action. I mean, you used your action to dash. You can't. You're not actually taking your turn outside of the turn order.
I think that puts me about there.
Yeah. All right. So you move forward, Milo. You hear
All right.
footsteps receding into the distance as the enemies are running outside.
To get before I break stealth, so I'm still going to do half speed.
Okay, so make a stealth check
All right.
as you carefully approach the Shadow Weaver who's still here. All right. Well, it doesn't look like he would see you with his passive, so go ahead, keep moving.
Use my dash action for another 25.
Okay.
Okay, I've got a good look at him, right?
Yes.
Okay, does it look like he's concentrating on a spell or something?
It looks like he is channeling some sort of magical energy into a crystal that's on top of the pedestal there, and the crystal might be doing something to your allies who are within the circle, one of which whom you believe may be dead already.
Okay. All right. Then I guess I'll just do my second dash as a bonus action. Oh wait, no, that was my I stealth. Never mind.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that. Okay. I guess I'm done.
All right. The Shadow Dancer is gonna keep running towards the outside. 30. So he gets out and he's like, "What's going on?" And this one yells, "They're incoming! Get ready!" Nico, what are you doing?
I'm going to.
Going to yell, spread around.
Yeah.
Faster.
I'm just gonna go 60 feet in.
All right.
So I think I'm at 70 feet from the border.
Yeah, you're no longer slowed. So
Yeah.
you do 60 feet, putting yourself at 70. I appreciate you doing the math for me. There you go.
Thank you.
So you're getting very
Am I-
close to the edge of the map.
Am I close enough to still be in Calgrod's space?
What's Calgrad? 110. So I would guess yes,
Okay.
90. Or yeah,
No.
you're at.
40 off. That's fine.
Ten.
So yeah,
Get
no,
10 points.
you'd be. I think actually, yeah, you would be out of range because you're at 70 and he's at 110. I think that's 40 feet.
No problem.
Oh. Too late. Too far.
All right, so this guy, I think the closest is Nico now.
Yep.
So he's gonna take aim as you come up to the front and fire. He unfortunately gets you with 2 shots.
Yep.
So that would be 12 piercing, 1 necrotic for the first. And 10 piercing, 2 necrotic for the second. So a total of 25.
Awesome.
And I need those 2 dex saves.
Yeah.
Isn't she already slowed though?
she's
No, it
not
was
slowed
only
right
till
now.
his next turn.
Oh,
Alright, so
Nice.
I failed one.
you are slowed on those. Calgrod.
So I'm moving another 35 feet, and I'm going to kind of spread around a little bit, like more, like maybe moving over there,
Okay.
and another 35 feet without dodging this time.
So 70.
70 at
So
all.
you're getting really close to the edge there. So you're at
I'm not
70, 30, 40 feet. You're right near the edge there.
Alright.
The Shadow Dancer is going to move up 30 feet, getting ready to engage. Once again, take the dodge action. Gustav. You see your ally taking some shots. Oh, she's looking a little beat up.
So the range we have, like, says I'm 100 feet. That's 100 feet from the beginning
From
of
the
the
edge
map,
of the
right?
map, yeah. Once you break
Okay.
that, you'll hit the edge of the map.
Okay, so it's 120 feet to
that guy. Yeah.
Gotcha. Wow. Actually, I think I can do. And so, can I see what this guy is? He holding? He's holding two weapons.
He's holding a spiked chain, which is using both of his hands. He's like swinging it around, basically.
Oh, okay. So Gustav is gonna do something interesting. He is going to beat his newly acquired lended battle axe against his shield, and he's going to shout out, "My name is Gustav the Steel, the relentless avenger. No quarry will escape me." As he's going to start breathing faster, as he's going to cast haste on himself and unlock the extra potential in all of them.
All
Very
right.
nice.
So
And he is going to run 60 feet and use his hasted action to dash 60 feet to get right up in this dude's face.
So 120. All right. So that would put you right on him, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you suddenly just across the battlefield, and he is definitely a little freaked out as you just suddenly rush right up.
I'm just in his face, and I will end my turn.
All right. The Shadow Archer goes. He runs out. And he's like, "What's going? Holy crap!" As he sees a guy is right up on his dude. So he's gonna move there. Actually, wait. Was that 30? Oh, this was 30. So he's gonna take a shot at Gustav. Or three
With
shots. With the
cover?
Yeah, with cover. Pew, pew, pew. What's your AC, Gustav?
With
20?
haste now, 22.
Oh. So you are still hit once, but the other two would miss you. Because I believe a 25 would hit you with light cover.
Yeah.
So you take 6 plus 3 necrotic. So 6 piercing, 3 necrotic as an arrow grazes you. Luckily, I think you had some temp HP.
I did, yes.
That's it for the Shadow Archer. Balefire.
Right. We are going to double check how far we can move. 35, 45, 45 times 3, 90, 135.
Okay.
Potentially.
So you're just taking off, no stealthing this turn?
Well, how would I drop my icon back where it was? My mouse kind of picked it up. Did I just move? Sorry, like my icon, my little token, did it move one square? Because I picked it up to measure.
I think you were here.
Okay, thanks. I picked it up to measure it, and then something happened, and it let go of my measuring.
Gotcha.
It's
So-
90 feet to get right here.
Yeah.
The diagonal corner from him.
Oh, good. So I will bonus action dash, move dash,
Okay.
and that lets me get here, and then I can go ahead and green flame blade sneak attack this guy.
So wait, can you move 90 feet and attack on this turn?
Yeah, bonus because my move is 45, and my
Oh,
bonus
because you're
action
dancing.
is dash 45.
All right. So you're no longer hiding. You would get advantage on the first attack. So go ahead and take the hidden icon off and the invisibility, and give me a first attack with advantage.
Sure thing.
And you can click on those in the chat to remove them if you click on
right.
trash pails.
There we go. Cool.
Am I getting background noise from someone? It stopped, whatever it was. Okay.
That was a bot.
Alright, so 20 versus AC on the first attack would definitely strike. Oh, what? As you suddenly appear, stabbing. So go
No,
ahead.
it's a single attack. I'm not gonna have two this turn. Just
Okay.
so you know.
So that would be 24, and how much fire?
11.
11, okay.
Wow.
So 20. Yeah, exactly. So that would be 35. Ow. Ah! He yells as he is burned as you appear, which would wound him actually.
Mancy.
And he looks confused as you seemingly came from nowhere. Okay, so he yells, help! Shadow Archer goes. He's back here. So, yeah, he actually heard that. He's like, what? He's going to come back this way. He sees Balefire, not Milo. And he's gonna yell back, someone's in here! Enemies all over! And he's gonna fire his longbow at Balefire. 3 shots, AC is 23. First one misses, second one is a 24.
Right?
Do you want a shield or take it?
We're gonna shield. Yeah.
Alright, so you see the arrow coming and quickly throw up your hand, deflecting it. And the third one is a 20, which would miss you. So that's it for him. The Shadow Dancer goes. He's going to yell, oh shit, and come back as well. 30 and 35, 60. But that's all he can do. The Shadow Weaver goes. He is hurting. What's he going to do?
Beg for his life.
Let me check his spells. Alright, he is gonna start chanting. And Balefire. Magic begins to ensorcel you. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm Blade Singing, so I get it with advantage, though. So that's nice.
Is that the con saves?
Oh. Sorry, not con saves. That's for concentration checks.
Yeah. So this would be normal. Oh, alright. You suddenly cannot see. You're like, what the? And you are blinded and deafened.
And deafened.
Well, wait, let me see. Is either blinded or deafened. Okay, so you are blinded. He didn't deafen you. But you suddenly just see all white. He is going to go, fuck this shit, I'm out. Moving back here as his movement, ending his turn. Schroeder. So at the end of each of your turns, you can repeat the con save, but for now you are blinded. So mark yourself as blinded. Schroeder, what are you going to do?
I'm just gonna hit the Shadow Dancer with some Eldritch Blast.
Alright, so you fire some blasts from way back here.
And now it's 3 beams.
As your blasts are 120 feet. 17 would strike. 21 would strike. Oh, and a crit. So you do 7 and 8, 15 and 10, 25 damage. Nice spread. Oh, as he is struck 3 times for 25 points of force damage.
And then it still shows Gustav as 100, but I will move another 30 feet. But I want to try to move myself in a way to where line of sight with the archers is obscured.
Yeah, I mean you have obscurity from the tree and them, so you have light cover. All right, so you move 35 feet. Milo, shit's going down. Got decisions to make. So you saw Balefire get hit by a spell, and he's kind of looking around, a bit confused, and you hear behind you these guys coming back in.
Well, I'm not about to let that guy get away, so I'm going to use my movement speed to get here. So I'm not worrying about stealth. That's 50.
All right.
Use a bonus action to dash, go another 50 to get in front of the guy while still invisible. And then I am going to take 2 swings at him, dropping invincibility as I do.
Alright, so take off stealth and invisibility. So he would hear you coming and say, he yells, there could be more of them. Look out! As he's looking around frantically. But you appear behind him. And you have advantage on this first hit.
Yeah, okay then. Chain Scythe, don't fail me. 18, 20.
Yeah, so 25 would strike as you swing your chain scythe around, cutting him. Oh.
So, first off, Chain Scythe damage 6, and then sneak attack damage is 7.
13. He is badly wounded, but still up as you cut him several times. Ah!
I'm going to spend a key point to stunning strike him. So he has to make a Constitution save.
All right.
I believe Constitution. Yeah, it's, con save.
He rolls a 22, so he would make it. Surprising.
All right. Well, he's getting another hit then, because I get 2 attacks.
Okay.
Ouch. That doesn't.
No. Or wait.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
Because I can focus aim, because that lets me do it after I know it doesn't hit, I think. Let me double check that. Focus aim. Yeah, when I miss with an attack roll, I can spend 1 to 3 key points to increase the attack roll by 2. Key point.
Could you link that
Yeah,
one?
let me. Sure. Focus aim.
I don't believe you, just so I familiarize myself with this one.
There it is.
Okay, so how many key points do you want to spend?
I'm gonna drop 3, so increase it by 6. Try to hit him.
16 would strike.
All right, so I'm down 3 more. All right, this one is not. Obviously, it is not sneak attack because I only get that once. Another 5.
All right, so that would strike him. Another 5. And he is cut down.
Excellent. And I get temporary hit points. Yay!
Alright, so give yourself some temp HP. Anything else?
Does that drop the spell on Balefire?
No, because that's that's not a concentration. That's just a minute or until he saves.
Okay, so I think. Okay, let me double check how much I used. I think I have like 10 feet of movements left.
Yeah, probably.
I don't remember how much. Yeah, because I know I didn't use all 100 to get around him. Let's see. Okay. Oh wait, no, I know where I was. Okay, so from here, 15, 20, 25. Actually, hold on. Okay, so 5. So 20 to there. Another 5. Another 5. All right, so I've got 15 feet left. I'm gonna move 15 feet up. Because I used. So yeah, 5, 10, 15. I really don't want to touch that circle. So that's gonna be it for me.
So your people would see you and say, Milo, thank you, as they all seem very weakened. The Shadow Dancer over here goes. Let me make a perception. Or what's his perception? Have you heard that? Shadow Dancer is... No, not very perceptive. So you didn't necessarily hear that back in the church. He's going to come out here, move 30 feet, and move another 30, trying to help his buddy, but he can't attack this turn. Nico.
Sure, I'll still do it. I'm gonna move forward 15 feet, so I'll be 55 feet out, and then with my newfound hatred of archers, I'm going to cast. I'm gonna cast Ice Storm on the 2 that are right up against the wall.
Oh, what's the range on that?
It's like 300 feet.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and link it.
Yeah.
So you, as you're moving in, chant, summoning down ice chunks that crash down upon them. Go ahead and use the spell thing to show me where you're putting it.
Sorry, 1 second.
20-foot radius, so fireball.
I can only hit these. What?
Well, remember, it does leave behind difficult terrain, so that could come into play.
Yep.
That's why I want to know where you're putting it.
Yes. Gotcha. The 20-foot radius is this one. Yeah, more or less right
Like that?
anywhere in there. Yeah.
Alright,
That
so
works,
they
too.
have to make, what is it, dex saves.
Save. Yep.
Alright, so they attempt to dodge this as the magic drops a bunch of ice on them. DC is 15.
Yeah.
I need a damage roll. So you might have to click on the actual... Yeah, there you go. So... 7, 18 damage. And half on save. Alright, so one of them makes it. The other one is caught off guard and is pummeled a bunch.
And
Both
has a concussion.
a little concussed, though both of them still look fairly unwounded. So that's it for you, right?
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm up to only 55 feet off the edge of the board.
Yep, you're getting closer. So this archer here, he only has
Am I close enough to Calgrod to get some points?
Yes, because he's right near you.
Hey,
So,
hey,
Calgrod, you want to give him some points? 7. All right, this guy only really has a clear shot at Calgrod, so he's going to fire at him. You're not dodging, right, Calgrod?
Oh, no, I was rushing forward.
Oh, but he rolls fairly poorly on the first two. 22, I think, would strike, right?
Yeah, 22 is a hit.
So the third arrow nicks you, doing 15, 9 piercing and 6 necrotic, to be exact.
Alright. 15 points. Okay, and the dex save?
And a dex save, yes, to avoid the slowing effect.
Oh crap! What's the concentrating icon?
It's the guy holding his head with the lines coming out. It's towards the bottom. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, there we go.
Alright, so yeah, you take the hit, luckily avoiding the magic. Calgrod.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to move another 70 feet forward, so 40 plus 10, 20, 30. At that point I will be finishing my move here. Okay. And I do not have actually any temporary point left. That cleaned out my... Alright, so all set.
Alright, so you're on the map, you're here. The Shadow Dancer is going to go. He's going to swing his chain around and try to attack Gustav. He sees Calgrod, but he can't really deal with that right now. So he is going to take his multi-attack, which gives him 3 spike chain attacks. 14 versus AC, I believe, would miss.
Okay.
As you put your shield up blocking the first. 21 versus AC.
That'll miss.
Alright.
The haste.
Luckily, your haste makes you quick enough to avoid. And a 14. Alright, so yeah, he swings 3 times, but luckily your quickness saves you from a hit as you dance back and forth, avoiding the attacks. And he will end his turn. Gustav.
Would yell to Gustav, engage the second one too.
Alright. Gustav will roar out and beat his battle axe against his shield, and he'll make 3 strikes against the one in front of him. Let's turn on improved divine smite and smack.
19? Yes, 19 would be enough as you counterattack, slashing him with the first one.
9 slashing and 8 radiant.
Alright, so there's an explosion of radiant energy as you hit him for 17 points, full damage.
Was the end of my turn, by the way, for that.
Oh.
I'll slash him again. Probably 12 doesn't hit, I assume.
No, he would dodge to the side, avoiding that one.
And then with his hasted attack, he'll... Ah, man, really?
Natural 1. So yeah, he would dodge that unless you got something.
Nah. And then... Otherwise, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to move here to keep the other one engaged. Don't really think I have a bonus action, so that'll be my turn.
Alright, and you get 8 temporary points.
Thank you.
Alright, so your turn ends. This guy yells, "We can keep them engaged. Take out their artillery." This guy, who's cursing about the snow all around him, is going to move up one. He's going to take aim at Schroeder, who's been throwing magic. And he's going to fire 3 shots, but you do have cover. So he sends them flying over his allies. 25 versus AC on the first one.
Is that?
Does that hit you?
I was a little distracted. What was the to hit?
25 versus AC.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, so you are struck for 12 piercing and 2 necrotic. And
Okay.
I need a dex save.
Dick save.
Alright,
18.
So you do avoid the slow effect. Second attack would be 11 and third would be 12, so I think those missed you.
No and no.
Okay. Balefire, what are you doing?
Alright, so Balefire is going to go prone,
Okay.
which is, what, the kneeling icon, right?
Yeah, it's the guy with back pain.
Oh, okay. And,
Oh, that's advantage. It's this one.
okay. Alright, and so he's going prone, and he's going to crawl over here, behind the
Okay.
pews.
So you can
And-
kind of make out some things, and you kind of crawl behind those pews there. Okay.
Yep, and then I will try to shake off this blindness.
All right. So you kind of shake your head, trying to come out of it. Con save. 12 unfortunately is not enough. So I believe it was 15, but let me double check that. Yeah, it was 15. So unfortunately, you were still blinded. Anything else?
Nope, not this turn.
Alright, Shadow Archer up here. He saw you crawl behind, but he also sees Milo now, and he yells angrily as you slash his buddy, who goes down pretty unceremoniously. He's gonna yell
Yes, Nico.
over his ally and says, "Get him!" And he's gonna take 3 shots at Milo. First one, 13 versus AC.
Yes.
Alright. 11, wow.
Yes.
And a natural 1. Alright, so yeah, he's very upset and just kind of fires, and a bunch of them hit the pew near you. And that's it for him. His Shadow Dancer buddy is gonna rush forward 30 feet to try to get over to here. And he is going to he knows Balefire is there, so he doesn't want to leave his archer alone. So he's going to take the dodge action and be careful on his approach. He doesn't know if Balefire is blinded. He just saw him jump behind the pews. The Weaver's dead, so I'll remove him. Schroeder, what are you doing?
Which one was the one that I hit already? The
This-
upper one?
This guy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm rinse and repeat 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Alright. 21 strikes for 3 on the first. 18 for
Can I
1.
roll more than minimal damage? Thank you, at least
There
an
you
8.
So 12 points of damage. Ah, damn it, he yells. Kill him!
And then I'll go another 30 feet, but moving up a little bit. That way it's blocking a little bit more with the 3 people right there.
Yeah, if you want to change like your height on the map, that's fine. Just show me where you're gonna be.
Basically, like, even with Nico.
Alright, are you moving forward at all? You're still at 65 from the edge.
Yeah, I'm doing my movement, so I'd be at 35 and at the same height as Nico.
Okay. So Milo.
So I'll just mark it like right there, but I'm still 35
Okay.
feet back.
First of all, does it look like my friends are still being drained?
So do you have Arcana at all?
I don't, but I have a feature from my rogue, from my inquisitive rogue, Eye for Detail, which lets me make an investigation check to uncover clues.
So the symbols around them are still glowing. If you want, you can take a round to investigate closely, but that would cost you a round.
Yeah, and there's two guys coming at me, so okay, I'm gonna give it another turn. All right, I'm gonna move and bonus action dash to get all the way up to this guy,
Okay.
like just immediately, and then I'm gonna use something that I really want to see how this works. I am gonna use my where is it? Hour of Reaping ability.
Oh, interesting.
Basically, I am going to terrify these two because it's anybody within 30 feet has to make a wisdom save.
Okay. So let me just make sure they don't have anything against fear.
I think everyone has something against fear.
Doesn't look like
Yeah.
it. All right, so they have to make wisdom saves.
Right. Let me double check what my spell. Okay, I know what my DC is. Okay.
So the first one, the guy right in front of you, as you rush up, what do you do to scare him? What does it look like?
So first off, as I'm rushing towards him, it looks like my shadow is elongating, and it kind of starts covering my body. So I start getting darker and darker, but my pale red eyes just start glowing brighter and brighter.
All right.
In my hand, it starts to look like an actual scythe. Basically, I turn into the Grim fucking Reaper.
All right. Well, he got a 14.
That fails. It is 15.
All right. So he seems shaken by this image as you approach, becoming frightened. You said, right?
Yes.
All right. So as long as he sees you, he has disadvantage. What?
He can't move closer to me.
Yeah. So,
Closer to Balefire, because I am in his path.
yeah. So the one behind him, the archer, is going to make a save as well, or attempt to. Wisdom. Oh, natural 1. He as well is like, what the?
Got them both. Got them both. I hope.
Ah!
Nice.
Ah! How long does this last?
This lasts until the end of my next turn.
Gotcha. All right.
By the way, Lou, for the Inquisitive Rogue, the Eye for Detail, he can actually make an investigation check as a bonus action.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he said he wanted to rush forward because he needed his bonus action to dash.
Okay,
over.
okay. So if he uses his bonus action, that he could actually use it for that.
Yeah, I'd rather deal with these guys first if my
Yeah,
friend
yeah.
is in
Yeah,
danger.
All right. So that was that an action?
That was an action. I used my bonus action to dash.
All right. So they are freaked out. Anything else?
I can't do anything else.
All right. So the Shadow Dancer out here goes.
Nice.
What are you doing right now, Calgrod? You're moving kind of around.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of moving on the map, so yeah, I'm moving around, but I didn't have enough movement to get any closer.
Taking advantage of the misty area, he would step into the dim light and vanish.
Ooh.
And appear next to you as you attempt to move further. He blocks your path, and he is going to whip his chain at you.
Alright.
First attack, 20 versus AC.
That is something I'm going to parry with my reaction.
Alright, so you bring your blades up.
Oh, no, sorry, I don't have my blade yet. I was not expecting that, so I have no blade. Can I do it? No, I think I do need a finesse, so I can do that. So he's hitting.
So he would strike.
Yep.
His chain dealing 11 piercing, and I need
Alright.
a dex save.
Alright, 11. I'm going to use advantage on that one. One of my inspiration.
Okay.
Okay.
23 would be enough. So it looks like he is attempting to wrap his chain around you, but luckily you kind of spin retroactively and his chain just scrapes you, piercing you a bit, but not restraining you. So he spins his chain around, attacking a second time. 9 versus AC, you duck it, and he sort of whips it around, going a third time. 15 versus AC. All right, so once again, you knock it back with your shield, keeping him at bay. That's it for him. Nico.
So this is gone at the start of my turn.
What's gone?
The difficult terrain.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Thank you, Nico.
I'm gonna run. I'll come 30 feet forward, and then I'm gonna cast a guiding bolt on this guy here.
Poor guy. All right. So he is once again shot at. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yep, I'm just double checking what level of spell I have left.
Oh,
that's
well,
Yep.
Unfortunately, a natural one. Yeah, that's gonna miss, right?
Yeah.
So it flies at him, but unfortunately is off a bit and hits the church back here. Anything else?
No.
Alright, so the Shadow Archer here is going to once again fire at the artillery as he was told. He's going to see that Nico looks wounded, so he's going to take 3 shots at Nico.
Nuh-uh.
11 would miss, but 27 is a crit, so that would hit you.
It does normal damage.
Oh, you have adamantine?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
There
adamantine.
you go. All right.
Yep, it has saved my life so many times.
So
Yep.
luckily, the extra armor from your adamantine would stop it from hitting a vital area, and you only take 11 piercing and 1 necrotic, so 12. And his third shot is a natural 1, because apparently he is rolling crap for most of his attacks.
No, that's not what I meant.
So that's it for the Shadow Archer.
And then do I have to do a dex save?
Yes, sorry. Dex save.
You know what? I think I'm gonna use one of my story points for this one.
Sure.
It,
But unfortunately, even with an inspired dex save, you are still slowed.
okay. Well, that's fine.
Dodging things is hard. As you're in your big armor. Clang, clang, clang.
Yeah.
Alright. So Calgrod, what are you going to do?
I am going to snarl at his face, saying, "I can do that too," and I'm going to Missy Step here. And up here I go.
He yells, "He's gone past!"
And then I'm going to use 30 feet of movement here, 35 exactly. You get right here.
Oh, God.
And get my dagger out and strike at one of them.
Alright, so you can now see that they both have bows.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with this one here.
Alright, so you draw your dagger, stabbing at that guy. Huh. Oh yeah, 23 would strike.
He's getting my favorite foe too.
So he takes 11 and 4, which is 15.
15, and he gets an extra d6 from the favorite foe.
Alright, another 4. And he is yelling for assistance as you stab him the first time. Second attack?
And pushing on this one. Ooh, and maybe a miss.
13. Wait, why isn't it working? Yeah, so no, 13 would not be enough as he kind of jumps backward, avoiding the slash or stab.
And that's it. Bonus action. And I'm getting one of my temporary point back. 8.
Alright, so this guy here is going to step this way, and he's going to whip at Gustav. 16, I assume would miss with the first attack.
Yep.
Alright, so he whips it around, striking again. 20 would miss with the second attack. He curses at how armored you are and tries a third time. And would get an 11, which would miss again. He ends his turn cursing. Gustav, what are you going to do?
As he roars out, wanting to finish this bastard. So he will make his battle axe attack, swinging down. Is 14 hit?
14 would not strike as he dodges. Wow.
Alright, one more time.
19 does connect, though, cutting into him for
Smack!
17. He is badly wounded, but barely hanging on.
And with his great speed, his hasted attack comes down, trying to finish the blow. Axe coming down, aims straight for the middle of the chest.
Alright, so he brings his chain up, hoping to stop it, but you cut right through. And he looks at you wide-eyed in terror as he goes down.
Nice!
Oh!
Yay!
I yell out to Calgrod, do you need help, or do you want me to take on the other shadow fuck?
Yeah, take the last one.
Alright,
I'll get them.
Alright, and so he will use his tremendous speed to run up over here and say, hey! What's going on?
Damn it.
And he'll end his turn.
Alright, the Shadow Archer goes. It is going to move with incredible speed as it seems to, they seem to stow their bow, pulling out a rapier almost in one action. And he is going to lunge at you, and he yells, flank him to the other one, as he attacks twice. 15 would miss. 19 versus AC.
I'm going to parry that.
Alright, so you use your dagger to deflect the attack.
Yeah.
That ends his turn. This one is going to step this way as well, moving lightning fast as he switches out his bow for his rapier. And he attacks you as well from behind. And you use your reaction, right?
Yeah.
So 22, I believe, would strike you.
Yep, that's a hit.
So you take 9 piercing damage. The second attack, luckily, you turn around and have time to block. So that's it for them. Balefire.
Yeah. So spend half my movement to stand up, having heard Milo engage the guys up there.
Okay.
I will move the other half of my movement that direction.
Yeah, so you can kind of see it's just really blurry, and you definitely hear. So you can see kind of where they are. You would just be at disadvantage if you attack.
All right. So then I'll go ahead and then move to here and go ahead and attack that guy with my. So that was a move, half move, so stand up, half move, dash to get there. So I still have my action. So I'll go ahead and green flame blade him.
All right. So go ahead and take the prone marker off you, and then give me a green flame blade attack as you rush in. Your eyes kind of blurry.
Yeah, and attack 12.
12, no. So he would kind of dance backwards, avoiding the attack. Anything else?
Yeah, I will roll a con save. Oh, I'm going to use one of my inspiration.
Okay.
As part of this, so that's going to take me down to 2 inspiration.
All right, so you shake your head, desperately trying to shake the blindness away. Good call. 21 would be enough, and you were no longer blinded.
All right.
And you are standing next to the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, you're like, what the? As Milo looks all creepy.
And I'll go ahead and move another 5.
All right, so the archer goes. He kind of gives an oh shit as he sees Balefire just rush up stabbing. He's going to move back this way, up to here, I'll say, and he's going to take 3 shots at Balefire.
All with disadvantage because he can see me.
Yep, with disadvantage. 24 becomes a 15. No, that's a miss. And miss. Alright, so 3 shots come at you. Luckily, he seems terrified. And all 3 would miss. Cursing. And that lasts until the end of your turn, right, Milo?
Yeah, the end of my turn. Let me make sure it's not the beginning, but yeah, at least till my turn.
Alright, so this guy goes, he's like, oh, what is it? And he is yelling for help as he, I'll say he attacks Milo. Because he's freaked out by him. Ah! Just throwing his chain wildly. Whoosh! 19 becomes a 9. Whoosh! 21 becomes a 15.
Miss.
And crit becomes an 11. Alright, so yeah, he's like, ah! Ah! As he's swinging around wildly, just trying to
I like to think that he's actually hitting me, but it's like just hitting the shadow, so it actually isn't connecting.
Yeah, and there's like a laughter.
Just doing nothing.
What the? Alright, Schroeder, what are you doing? One of the guys has gone down.
Yeah, and then I'll start hitting. How far am I? So I don't want Calrod to just get ganged up on. 80. That would be here. 85 plus that. Yeah, I am within range, but I'll take my movement first, 30 feet in, and then I'll start hitting this guy.
So you're 5 feet from the edge now.
Yeah.
I lost my favorite spell, by the way. I forgot to roll my concentration.
Oh, concentration. Yeah. Alright,
Yeah.
Thank you for tracking that for
Yeah,
me.
yeah, of course.
Alright, so yeah, Schroeder, you are right at the edge of the map there, and you are Eldritch Blasting who? This guy?
This guy.
That guy. 16 would strike. Oh, as he takes 4 from a shot to the back. 13, he would actually dodge. Huh.
Oh, nice.
And you
There's my
dodge.
double one.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What's up with this double one?
So you send all the Eldritch Blasts in, and
It's like our last
he
game.
gets kind of nicked by one as he jumps to the side, avoiding the other 2.
I don't know
Milo,
what you guys are talking about. I see 4 ones there.
there's a lot of low rolls. What are you doing, Milo?
Still in my Reaper Visage. I'm going to ignore the guy in front of me and actually run towards the archer.
Alright, so
So,
he
going
will
to
do an
leave his-
hoppy.
Yeah, but it's still a disadvantage.
So before you move, hang on, because he might be able
Yeah.
to stop your movement. But yeah, like he said, this is a disadvantage, so he's going to spend his reaction and go, ah!
Alright, so
and try
I'll
to
be right here,
wrap you
because
up.
that's where I'm going to plan to leave. Alright.
Whoosh. Alright, so he sends his chain at you. 22 becomes a 20. Would that hit you?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Whoosh. So he strikes you for 5 piercing. Not the best hit, but he is going to try to grapple you. So give me a dex save.
Oh, my specialty.
Oh no! Man, alright, so you are grappled as the chain wraps around you, restricting your movement, and you are actually restrained by that. So you can't move anymore.
Okay. Let's see.
He might actually. So does the effect on him still going? The fear?
Yeah, he's still afraid of me until the end of my turn.
Okay, so yeah. That was a disadvantage, by the way. I just want to double check. Cause he
Yeah, I know. You said a 20, something became a 20.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not going anywhere. So as soon as I'm grappled, I slowly turn back towards him.
Alright.
Just say in a very deep voice. All right, you first. And I know these are at
Disadvantage.
have flanking. Do I? I'm not quite at flanking.
No, he would need to be here, so there's no
Okay.
flank.
All right, let me just see if I can do anything else to. No, I had to not move to get steady aim, unfortunately. All right, I'm just gonna swing at him, but I'm actually gonna do all unarmed strikes because I'm slightly better at those than my weapon.
Alright. Hup, hup, hup. So you take some attacks. Ooh, 11 would miss, unfortunately, with the first one.
You hit them enough for me to know what their AC is, right?
I don't think you know it yet. I mean, unless you as a player know it. So yeah, you could kind of figure it out as you swing.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 key points to increase that by 4. Focused aim.
Alright, so with the key points spent, 15 would strike. How many key points do you have left?
I've got 2 left.
Okay. So yeah, you would smack him. Go ahead, give me a damage roll.
Alright.
You have to click on Monk on strike in the chat.
Yeah, sorry. I clicked the wrong one. I thought I clicked the damage. Weird.
Alright, so you pummel him for 4 with the first hit. Oh.
Okay, another one.
22 would strike.
Well, this is still
Or wait, yeah. So no, 13 would miss, unfortunately. As you struggle to get a good punch with the chain wrapped around you. You're like,
the key point to flurry of blows to get 2 more attacks.
Alright, so you spend a key point moving very quickly. Go ahead, third attack. Yep, 15 would connect, and 24 would connect.
Alright, so 4 and 9.
Hey.
Right. He takes another 13 as you land 2 more hits. But he's still looking pretty healthy.
Okay. Well, that's all I can do, and my fear will end.
Okay. So these 2 guys are no longer afraid of you. This Shadow Dancer does not like you guys shooting at him. He is actually going to teleport away from Gustav. 30 feet. Rush this way and attack Schroeder, because he's only 5 feet off the map. So he sends some chain attacks at you. Like, come here, you son of a bitch. 12 versus AC. Man.
No.
So you dodge the first one. There we go. 24 versus AC. Alright, so he strikes with the second for 10 piercing. And he is going to attempt to wrap you up, so I need a dex save. Oof, so you are restrained, meaning he gains advantage on the third attack.
Isn't he wrapping me with the chain, though?
Yeah, well, I mean, he can wrap you and hit you with the other end of it.
Ah.
It's like, and like spin it around. He looks like a badass.
Big chain.
He's doing, yeah, I mean, it's got a 10-foot reach. He's got moves. So he then attacks again with advantage. 24, I believe, would strike.
Yeah.
And he is going to attempt to channel necrotic energy into this hit. So I need a
Go ahead.
dex save. See, this is how they're supposed to work. There we go. So
I don't care about necrotic damage.
Well, that's good. So he does 6 piercing on the hit for the chain and 10, 20, 28 damage necrotic. So you take 14, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so he drains you a bunch with the necrotic hit, ending his turn. Nico.
I'm going to move.
I'm not sure if it made a difference, but I am still 5 feet off the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't want to put him in that. He's in that square you're in.
Alright.
He has 10-foot reach. Either way, he would be able to hit you.
If I move 30 feet, would I be here, or would I be just?
Yes, you'd be in that space exactly.
All right, so I will move to there.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn. Actually, sorry. Do I? No, yeah, that'll be my turn.
Yeah, you can attack him.
I don't think you're still slowed.
I just got slowed last turn.
I thought they... Oh, did they? Okay, I must have lost track. All right, good. Thank you for being honest. So, yeah, you being slowed down, you kind of slowly move in, and this guy goes. So he's going to go for Calgrod again with his rapier, stabbing twice. Aha! 28 and 28. So I think.
Didn't they attack me already this turn?
They attacked you, but it's gone around once.
Does they attack? Okay. I don't think I attacked them.
Did we skip your turn by accident?
No, I think usually I'm after neutral.
So you're after.
No, what?
No, you're
No, no,
after
no,
this
what?
guy. So you are next.
Yeah, what happened is last round, after Calgrod went, you had the one on his right side go, and then the one on his left go again.
Yeah, so they all have different turns.
Yes, but you made the one that you have on right now go twice.
Because I said they were flanking. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
that's
there
what
was
happened.
something.
I might have screwed that up. All right, so I'll just have this first one go. Wait, where is that other one in the turn order? That's weird. Why did I do that?
The other one is right below Gustav.
Okay. Yeah, I might have given them an extra attack that turn. I'll say one of them. I'll say this other one doesn't get an attack this turn to make up for it. But this first one I think would hit you.
All right. So I still don't. Yeah, I don't have my reaction.
So you get struck for 12 and 11, so 23 points of damage as he
Ouch.
gets some nasty stabs on you. And we'll
Alright.
skip the other guy's turn this round, but that's it for him. Calgrod, what are you going to do?
So I am going to use Searing Smite, level 3.
Which guy?
Searing Smite.
I mean, which enemy?
Oh, the one I was hitting before. The
Alright,
one
so-
over there.
This guy? Alright.
This guy, yeah, the guy I was hitting before.
Alright.
So first attack, I have. Yep, that's a hit.
Oh, yeah.
So
28.
he's taking that.
So
He's taking that plus the Searing Smite.
Alright, so 9 plus 8, right?
Yeah, 8. Yeah. Total 19 plus 3, 22.
Wait, there's two
So-
fire rolls there.
No, 8. You're right. The second one is if I keep my concentration, and if they don't save at the start of their turn, it's kind of on fire.
Alright, so he takes 20 points of damage. As he is wounded by the attack.
I follow up with the second one.
Second
No.
attack.
Alright, hold on. Jeez. Oh, that's a crit. Ignore the first. I rolled on the damage instead of rolling on the
Yeah, gotcha.
on the hit. So now it should. Well, you can. Yeah, I guess you can use both result. No. So I have to roll an extra d4.
So I'll take
here.
the 8
Yeah,
and
the
an extra
second
D4.
one.
So
Yep.
9 points on that
And
second.
and the second one. Here I go. This. 4 and 4, so 2d6 for the psychic damage.
Alright, so that's another 8. He is very badly wounded, but he is still alive.
Darn it. Alright.
That is it for Calgrod.
Yeah, it's on fire too.
Oh, well, that's
Just
not,
in case.
That's not comfortable. Alright,
Nope.
so the Shadow Dancer is dead. Gustav, what are you going to do?
Oh, and I roll my d6 by the way.
So,
Oh, are you concentrating, Calgrod? That would be 2 con saves. For the hits.
No,
you took.
I just concentrated from the Searing.
Oh, right, you
Searing
just did.
Smite.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just did it. It's just a
you
Searing
won't.
Smite.
run over. And is he's in melee with Schroeder, right? So do I
Yes.
get to flank?
In fact, Schroeder is restrained right now.
Oh, well. Then I will come up from behind with the flanking advantage and just start sinking down into its back.
Alright, so you
One.
get +2. 17
17?
would strike. Oh!
Bam!
Restrained and bloodied.
Yeah, Schroeder's all wrapped
In the
up
club.
in the chain. He's like, help!
I think
so-
15 misses.
Oh, hang on a sec. So you did 15 with your first attack. And with the second attack, 15 would just hit.
Oh, all right.
As you graze him
Smack.
for another 12. And he is still looking unwounded, though he did cut at him a bit, and he used a bunch of stamina to avoid those hits. Anything else?
All right, and then with his hasted action, he'll bring it down one more time.
Oh yeah, 17 would be enough.
Bam for 9.
9. That time he didn't have enough stamina, and he took a cut. He is bleeding. Anything else?
He bonus action. He licks the blade off or the blood off his axe.
Con save for bloodborne pathogens. No, that's fine.
Oh no!
That is very unsanitary. The
He's got
Shadow
COVID.
Archer guy. Yeah, that doesn't. That's not how COVID works. This guy is going to. He is not liking how this is going, and he is suddenly surrounded by mist.
Which he has to make a DC Constitution save 14 for the fire.
All right. Thank you. So he makes a con save. 11. He would fail. How much does he take?
And on a failed save, he takes 1d6 fire damage.
All right. This could kill him.
Oh, only one. Darn it.
All right. So he's burning, but he is still alive.
Uh-huh.
So he poofs back here. He's going to move back this way. And he is going to, once again, in a flash of acrobatics, pull out his bow and put away his rapier. As he takes 3 shots at you. Which you would have pretty good cover at this
Doesn't
point.
he have full cover? Because he's not even in front of the door.
Well, he was here, wasn't he? I think I got the positioning a little bit wrong because Calgrod was attacking him directly, right? So wouldn't it be? I think it was like this. I may have screwed that up. But
Okay.
you definitely have cover.
If that was the case, I would have moved here because I didn't want to be in front of the door. I didn't know if there was other people inside, but I was actually moving to be behind the wall here, and getting, because I think both of them were here.
Yeah,
Initially,
unfortunately,
one of them
yeah,
was
with the
here.
lighting all screwy, I might have messed that up.
So I could have moved during my turn by 5 feet anyway, if they were flanking me without triggering an attack for 10
All right,
feet.
yeah, sure, let's say that. So he would shoot at you with heavy cover.
Guys are
2,
very
3.
dangerous.
So I think 2 of those would miss, but he did roll a crit on the 3rd one.
Yep.
So that would still get you. So yeah, maybe you took that in the arm as you were moving back for 11, 17, 23 points of damage. A solid hit.
So wounded now.
The other 2 strike the wall over here. That's it for him. Balefire.
Do I have a dex save, right?
Yes, sorry.
I'm going to use another inspiration. I don't like those dex save stuff.
Okay.
So I'm at 2 now. That's okay.
Oh yeah, you're fine. So you avoid the magical slow as it tries to wrap around you. All right, so Balefire, what do you want to do?
I will move down here.
Yeah.
I will attack with my first-hand weapon. So this is not a green flame blade. This is a normal attack.
Okay. Huh. You have flank, so +2.
There we go.
17. Oh yeah, that will indeed strike as he wraps Milo up. You kind of stab him from behind. Oh.
So we'll go with the 25.
Yeah, 25 damage. And he is looking wounded. Oh, damn
I will
it.
attack with my offhand. Stabatha.
Alright, 15 would barely hit.
Alright. And I think this damage won't be quite right.
So it's the 9, right?
I think it's just 4.
Just 4? Okay. So
Right, I don't get the extra +5.
yeah, not usually unless you have that fighting style. Alright, so yeah, he takes another stab to the back. Still looking solid. Anything else for you?
Let's see. Yeah, let's do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Actually, no, I'll stay here to give Milo the flank.
All right.
That's fine.
So this guy, seeing Milo wrapped up, is going to switch his aim to Milo because he has advantage on him. Dodge this. And he takes 3 shots.
Wait, I thought only gives you advantage against attacks. That only gives me disadvantage on attacks.
Being restrained gives advantage on attacks against you.
That's not what the combat master thing said. So I just want to be sure that that's right.
Let me double
wait.
check.
Can walk both ways.
Where's the source book? Yeah, I just want to be taking the damage.
What's the... why isn't it displaying?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I just checked the source book. They have advantage.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm like, have I been doing advantage wrong or restrained wrong this whole time? Alright, so unfortunately a natural 1 becomes a natural 20 with the advantage. And the first attack will strike for 16, 18, 20 points of damage. A nasty
Thank God
hit.
for those temporary points.
Yeah. And I do
So
need
20.
Yeah, and I do need a dex save for the
Okay, and I got disadvantage on those, right?
yes, because you're restrained.
Sorry, Milo.
Just get all my points.
Engage that guy. I didn't realize this was going to go this way for you.
When they can finally get you wrapped up, this is when they're a little bit stronger.
Okay, dex save. Okay.
Alright, so you would be slowed. Second longbow attack. 10 becomes a 10, so that would miss. Third one, geez, 10 becomes 11. Alright, so maybe he's still got some residual fear as he's like, and a bunch of these shots would fly past you, even restrained. He curses.
Okay, slowed, right?
Yes, until the, I think it's beginning of his next turn.
Okay.
This guy is not happy with Balefire hitting him, but he's going to use the advantage to his advantage. Pardon the pun. And he's going to whip at Milo, trying to bring him down. 24 versus AC. Whoosh.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright, so he does 9 piercing, and he's going to attempt to channel some necrotic energy into you. So I need a dex save, which unfortunately is a disadvantage.
Okay, sorry, how much was that initially? How much piercing?
9.
Okay, 9 and then a dex save. God. And a 9.
Alright, so he would hit you, well, not very good rolls, for 14 necrotic damage. What's that hit?
So that's 23 total.
Yes, but he does get a second attack. Whoosh. 14, I believe, would miss you, even with advantage.
It says,
All right.
I mean, sorry, my AC doesn't go down because of slow, does it?
No, that just affects your movement. And
Okay,
finally,
good. Yeah, 14 misses.
the third attack, 9 becomes an 18, so that would strike you, unless you got something.
Oh, that hits.
And 9 piercing and another dex save.
Okay. These dex saves at disadvantage.
Yes.
Hey, there we go, 16.
16 would make it, so he attempts to channel more energy, but luckily, even with restrained, you kind of wiggle a bit and disrupt it. That's it for this guy. He curses, and this guy yells, "Bring him down!"
Sorry, how much was that last attack? I didn't catch the damage.
9 piercing.
Another 9, okay.
Yeah.
Thank God I have hit points.
Yeah, so this guy's hitting pretty hard, but that's it for him. And I know we're a little bit over. Are you guys okay finishing the battle?
Yeah, okay.
I'm totally fine.
Schroeder, what are you going to do? You're restrained.
I'm making a medicine check.
Okay.
Eh.
For his hit points, the one who's got you wrapped
Yep.
up?
Yep.
Alright.
Not quite. Would've been so nice. Whatever. I'll still do it. I don't care if he's resistant or good at dex. He's gonna need to make a dex save.
Alright, what are you casting? Alright, Enervation. So he makes a dexterity save. Natural 1. He is totally caught off guard. Takes
Yay.
16 necrotic. And
Oh, and he's not resistant. Let's go.
that's necrotic. He takes 8
Yeah.
necrotic. I'm a liar.
That's what I thought.
Sorry. My brain is a little fried from this battle.
And I'll just be like, you're not the only one that deals in necrotic.
Alright, so you send out your inky dark tendril and smack him with it. Does anything else happen?
No, I just say that, and that's it.
Okay, and you are now concentrating on this.
Eesh.
Milo. So you're all wrapped up, and this guy is taking advantage of that.
Oh. Okay, first off, I'm going to use steady aim.
Okay?
So this lets me give myself advantage on my next attack, so it'll cancel out the disadvantage for a second.
Yep.
Which also means my sneak attack will factor in since there's somebody else attacking this guy.
That is correct, yes.
And I'm going to swing at him with my chain scythe. So flanking is +2, right?
Yes. So, kind of using your quick reactions, you send your chain scythes flying out at him,
Yep.
even though you're wrapped up. 19 will strike. Oh.
All right, so 7 damage, and then
Ow.
and then
Alright. He is badly wounded as you catch him off guard with an attack, but he is hanging on to life.
get a second attack, but this one won't be at advantage.
Alright, so disadvantage. Oh, but that will hit.
All right.
Kind of angle your body and bring the chain coming back around.
6 damage.
Oh, it would have been beautiful. And he goes down.
Okay. Fortunately, because I use steady aim, my speed becomes 0 for the turn, so that's all. But I get 11 temporary hit points.
Alright, so the guy over here is not liking this team up, but he does still have you wrapped up, so he's going to take a bunch of attacks on you with his spike chain. 21 with advantage. Schroeder.
Yeah, 21 hits.
Alright, so you are struck for 10 piercing, and I need a dex save at disadvantage.
14.
So that would fail.
14 fails?
Oh, wait, because you got the aura. So actually, that would succeed. Never mind. I do need a concentration check, but you would make it. Okay, so you hold your spell. 18 versus AC.
Shield.
Alright, so you shield that one, and his third attack. 18 would miss again thanks to the shield. He curses. Nico.
I'm gonna swing my warhammer at him.
Okay.
Where did it go? Right there.
You rush up, and 19 would strike as you bring your warhammer down upon him. Whack.
And we'll throw in some thunder too, because
Is that the... Okay, so D12 plus thunder. Or sorry,
Yeah.
12 plus 2. Okay,
Yeah.
14. Oh. There's a
and
loud boom as he takes 14 damage.
there's still space, but like Schroeder's not actually right there, correct?
No, so basically we're all one to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Schroeder's off the page one.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, and I'll just growl at this guy right here.
Alright.
With that, I will tell Gustav, go help Calgrod, we've got this.
Gotcha.
Alright, so that's it for Nico. The archer here is going to He's going to. I think he's going to fall back. He doesn't like how this is looking. So he yells, fall back to
Coward.
the other guy. He's going to poof 30 feet. And he's going to run 30 feet and then move another 30 feet. Getting all the way in here. And.
Wow, just a whole bunch of balefires.
Yeah, just poof, poof, poof. So we're at we're at 12, or 2:12. We might want to stop here just because we're getting a little over time. So why don't
Yeah,
we...
I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna wrap up quicker, but it's probably gonna be about another 20 minutes to half an hour. So let's do.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, let's do MVP votes. And you do hear lots of combat going around on the other side, going on over there, probably with the ghosts.
We'll kill him next week.
Sorry, what?
Nothing.
Yeah.
All right, thanks everybody. Votes in for me.
For some reason, Milo, your mic was either like super loud and then it would like cut out sometimes. It might be a sensitivity setting. I don't know if anyone else was hearing that.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get an actual mic rather than just use my computer's built-in one. It's been-
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be good. All right. So yeah, no worries. Just wanted to let you know. So 5 votes. Am I missing someone?
Oh, sorry, that's me.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Shouldn't there be 7 now?
No.
Or no, is
6.
it just 6? Okay.
There's 6.
I mean, Deja got a vote on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep trying to cheat with the Twitch vote.
Does it count as cheating if it's not a
You can't vote in Twitch and in here. I mean, if there were like a bunch of people in there, I'd more consider it. But I mean, it's usually like 2 or 3, and they mostly just listen.
Okay, so sorry, I spaced out for a minute. We were voting for inspiration, right?
Yeah, MVP.
Yeah,
award.
MVP.
MVP, right? Okay.
This was a big combat session.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
man, yeah, gotta think about.
It was really hard to take notes.
I bet this was tough.
Man.
Ran
Yeah,
out.
the scribe notes. There was a firefight.
It was a big ass fight. I was actually expecting you guys to team up outside, kill them quickly, and then like move in together. I wasn't expecting the split thing. So that caught me a
Yeah, that's
little
what I
off
was
guard.
kind of expecting as well.
Not that like what you did was bad. I just wasn't as prepared for it.
Hey, we just needed to make sure the guys didn't get killed.
Because it's true. If you had fought your way in, they could have taken hostages or just killed them. So this was actually a safer way to do it.
Yeah, it was. It was the better play.
We got rid of the magic user early.
That's true. That would have been, if he had been in position, that would have been a hard.
That is very true. I mean, the 2 of you unleashed on him was like really brutal for him.
Yeah, he was definitely not ready because he had some spells he could have used that didn't even get to go.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like Gustav and 3 votes. Gustav, you are MVP. Good job.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Get that inspiration. But yeah, hope everyone had fun. And next week.
Yeah.
My first time finally getting to unleash haste, so have fun.
Yeah.
That was surprising. You suddenly just whooshed in there. I'm like, wait, what?
Was I was waiting. I was like, I did the math. I'm like, oh my god, he's exactly 120 feet from me. I was like, this is too perfect.
Yeah.
That was perfect. Yeah. Alright. Talk to you next week,
Yeah.
folks.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I'm taking
See you guys
notes,
next week.
but yeah, feel free to take off, and I'll see you all next week.
All right. Thank you. See y'all next week.
See ya.
Yep, have a good one, guys.
Later.
Yeah, easy notes this week.
Yeah.
Just rushing in and doing some fighting.